All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. We're firing up the podcast right here, live, coming straight to you in your living room or on your mini screen on your phones, however you choose to watch this. Maybe your PC, maybe your TV. Dex, I had to force Dex to do the show today. He was, he said, Adam, I'm thinking about quitting. I just don't got it anymore.
Nah. I just had plans. I had Memorial Day plans. I was trying to get some pom. You know what I'm saying? So,
Did you say some pole pulling?
some pom, man.
Some pom? Is that trying to get there, boy? He's trying to get his pole pulled. Is that what I heard? And then so we're running it right now with a partial a guest right now. He's partially committed, but he's more than welcome to chime in on any of the topics that we discuss here today. It's going to be Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Not the real Mark Wahlberg, but another Mark. Wink, wink. So he'll chime in. Thank you everybody for popping in and checking out the stream. Let me go ahead and fire up. You know what time it is. It's time for the intro.
Warning. The Atom&Dex show contains adult language, adult content, psychological mayhem. Listener discretion is advised. And now, the internet's most bannable podcast, the Atom&Dex show.
And that's it. We're done with the show. Show's over. Ladies and gentlemen, time to go home. Dex, how was your week, man? Before we fire up and get into this, dude, did you have a good week today or this week?
Yeah, good week. A lot of work done. Actually, some news came in earlier in the week. So
you're pregnant.
Almost. We were building the second biggest bridge being built in our state. And the first biggest bridge got completed. So now,
nice, dude.
We're building
by
the
you,
biggest one.
Your team.
Yeah.
You guys did the biggest bridge.
No. That one was completed. So now, currently, we're building the biggest one in the state. Which I mean, it is a big ass bridge, but it's not anything too crazy. It's just funny. It's just kind of funny.
Some might say that's big news.
Right, touche. No, but yeah, man, we got some good guys out there, a good team out there right now. I got some young guys now on my crew working with me, and they're showing out. They're learning a lot, and they're doing really good. So everything is actually rolling well, man.
That's fantastic
with
man.
the weeks.
I like it. It's good to hear.
And then we get to come here on the weekends and talk about real life that everyone's
and ball out.
Part of. Yeah.
Hitting the mean streets, dude. How's the missus doing?
Yeah, single forever. Nah, the modern day women cannot compete with me. I am the prize. My value is so high comparatively to everyone.
Yeah, he's dating Pamela Henderson right now.
Look, I'll be with you later, baby. And then keep it warmed up for me tonight. I'll be there later. Anyways, you may have heard of Talk to the Hand, but Dex is doing another thing. And no, I'm just kidding. I know Dex can pull. He's definitely turned down some.
He can definitely pull.
Pull, crank, spank, many different ways to go at it. Have you seen that toy from back in the day called Bop It? Remember?
Yeah, twist it, bop it.
That's Dex, baby.
Pull it, bro. I was good at that game. High scored that bitch all the time.
I was actually going semi-pro at Bop It. All right, let's fire this in here. Talk about the start once again, because we're in America, ladies and gentlemen. Quick disclaimer. Dex, you know the disclaimer. Hit them with it real quick.
These are not our opinions. This is all comedy, all satire. We're just reacting to what the internet has to offer.
That's all we're doing.
That's
baby.
it.
That's all
That's
we're doing.
it. We don't mean to offend you.
Yeah.
We are just reacting.
And if
to
you
what is
are
in front of us.
offended, stay here.
We love
Tell
it.
us about it.
Yes.
Tell us you're offended.
We want you to be offended.
If you're
We're
not offended,
trying to speedrun a band on Twitch. So please be very offended.
we just need to get more viewers to do that. Right now, we're cruising under the radar.
Yeah, at maximum you can like.
Yeah, Twitch has no idea.
You might be able
this
to
is
offend
happening.
like 2 or 3 people.
Yeah. Right. And they're and they're mostly people we know, you know. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone who's watched has agreed with us for them, or just they know us and they're like, these guys are fucking goofballs.
These guys are stupid.
So we're just in here smelling each other's farts.
Basically, that's 100% what's happening right now. Yeah. Oh, that was a good one, sir. What's that? Did you have some pepperoni earlier? Oh, right. All right, there we go. Talking about this one. More Chinese nationals illegally entered into the U.S. in 2 days this month, which would have been, I believe, May of 2024. In all of 2021. All right. I'll let Mark chime in whenever he wants, but I'm gonna shoot to death. I'm gonna to how this format's gonna go. This today is gonna be I'll defer to Dex first, and then I'll spit my dumb ideas on this one after that.
Yeah, I think I didn't know about this. I think we're talking about illegal immigration here with this, right? So, or they have to have like some type of certificate to get in the States, I'm sure. I don't know how they're working, but it's a big problem in the United States, and I don't think we cover it very well. I think it's something that we need to be supported on, and our tax dollars should go to preventing shit like this if this is real. But it goes back to, like, you remember the topic, I think last week, the Chinese guy who came in our country, ran up the fucking these credit cards, and then got the fuck out.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about America, dude.
Play the system.
Like, why?
Bro. No.
You know what I mean?
No.
They don't give a shit about us, and we're come on, come, fuck us in the ass, please. You know, and it's like,
not so much the people created this system, but we, America created this to be this way, to be able to even be manipulated. Right? So it's like, this is a product of our own design. So, but why, right? Why? Like, our government is not as stupid as you would think, right? They have all the most intelligent people in America they have access to these people, right? They have a place called the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency. You would think that they have not the most demonic people in place in these areas, but the most intelligent people in place. So, was this an accident? Whoops. Do you think we accidentally let in a bunch of Chinese nationals? Whoops. Oopsie daisy. Like it's a fucking banana pill to get slipped on. Whoa! Like, do you think that that's what's happening here, Dex? Like, or
no, I think they know how our system works better than we do. Yeah. I think governments like this and people like this, they're so well informed about how we operate, whereas we are not informed, and they just take advantage, and they move how they want to move in our country. And I think, and I go back to the story last week. That dude, it's like he from the beginning knew what he was gonna do. I'm going to America. I'm gonna get a fucking education, top of the line education. I'm gonna get rich over there. I'm gonna run up credit. I don't give a fuck about America. I'm gonna run up my credit cards, max them out, and then I'm headed to China. I'm headed back to my homeland. And I think I think it's crazy because there's no way in hell that an American goes over there and does that. Not in a million years.
Fuck no, dude. That person would immediately get extradited, right? And then prosecuted. So, but the thing is, though, do you see the key word here is like they came here illegally, right? But it seems like coming here illegally is now legal, right? So
It's weird, yeah.
right,
Just
it's
like,
almost like it's not even a big deal.
mm-mm.
Odd.
It's because the situation isn't being dealt with. It's not being taken seriously, and it's been like this for a minute. The sad part is the narrative that they push on us is dealing with illegal immigration is racist.
Right.
That's the crazy part.
Well, here's another thing too is like, okay, we got declining birth rates here in America, right? And so, but you need growth in order to have economical growth. So you have to have some kind of population growth, right? And so that to sustain your industries and your exports and so on and so forth. So it's like, so it seems like, why isn't our government advocating for people to have more kids when they used to do that, right? Our government used to say, hey, we need more people, get to fucking, right?
Yeah.
Here's some property so you can do that said fucking, right? And have some more. But our government's now like, have an abortion. You know, everybody needs their own apartment. Everybody needs their own fucking car. Like now, so it's not, so the type of growth and population growth that our government wants isn't the organic growth from the civilians here. They want growth, external growth from other. What's happening here?
Right.
It's weird to me.
It's a sinking ship, man. For what it was based off of, for what it was created from, it's a sinking ship.
And as much as we like talk shit about China on our news and stuff, and act like they're our competitors, they really hype up how great they're doing.
Right. Right. It's happening from within, man. They are within, and they know it. They know the reason they know how we operate because it's coming from within, man. For sure.
So I don't know, man. It's just frustrating. I just live here. I'm a bystander.
Well, that's the thing, man. As of right now, you're a bystander, but you keep poking the beast. Maybe he wakes up. Hopefully,
maybe, man. I'm
you know
gonna
what I mean?
I'm gonna wake up on my own piece of property, man. All right, I think that ties in with this right here. So in 1994, California voters approved Proposition 187, an initiative designed to discourage illegal immigration and save taxpayer money by denying public benefits to illegals. However, a certain judge, Mariana Felzar, struck that down. California now has at least 2.2 million illegals. And this was in 2020, dog.
Public benefits as in what do you mean? Like
welfare programs and cash aid and housing.
Yeah, they should not participate. If you're not a citizen, you should not be participating.
I can tell you there's I think it was like LWIP or LWIC. Can't remember what LWIP or something like that, where it was like low income housing for you dropped out, Dex.
No, one second, you good. Keep going.
Okay. So here, I'll move this over then. So that way y'all can see that fat mug of mine. I know personally that we had programs here in California that would give like housing and solar to people who were migrant farm workers that came here. Because they're like, well, nobody else is working the farm except for these illegals, so let's give them free housing and free solar and stuff. So we subsidized their living, right? Because we needed that. But Dex is back. All right, cool.
Apologies.
I was having a little bit of a panic attack there.
No, we're good. We're good. My bad. That was my fault. But no, I think here's what I want to know about this topic, right? Up? This person gets in office, right? She's been voted in office, or she's a judge,
or just put in,
right?
It seems like that's the way of like what happens, man. Do these people actually get voted in, or are they just?
There's no in? Bro. If you're an American human being and understand what you're doing every single day, if you work a hard working job, where your money's going, you understand that you are providing for your country to move forward and progress. How can you read this? If it's true, how can you read this truthfully and be like, this was a great move by Judge Mariana Fowles or whatever fuck her name is? How can you possibly say that? It's a terrible move. This is horrible. Bro. It baffles me. It baffles my mind that this person there should be riots outside of her house right now. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
like this
happened a long time ago, right? 1994 when this happened.
Okay,
this bitch is probably long gone by now, right? Or
well, I'm just saying in general.
She probably wasn't the end all authority of this being shut down. You know what I mean? There was probably she's a judge, so there's probably some kind of hearing about it or whatever. But the issue is that like what you're saying, identifying is why aren't the people more incensed by this, right? Why aren't we more outraged? And there are, but our government is super duper good about. Most people don't go and look up all the legislation and bills that are coming up. A lot of this stuff has to be, and this is why our government enacted certain policies for you to be informed about laws and legislations, right? They're legally obligated to tell you about certain laws and legislations that are coming up. So that goes hand in hand with the media stuff. But the problem is they own the media through these private corporations, right? Like if you're BlackRock and or Vanguard and you're the number one, this is how this shit works. So if you're the number one investor, Dex, if you have the most shares on any given company or corporation that's publicly traded, then guess what happens? That means you have the biggest voice, right? You have the biggest vote in the decisions that happen with these fucking companies. Okay, so what is that? That's a little terrifying to know that. Let's go take a quick fucking look here. Let's just hop on the old Googles here. And we're going to go biggest shareholder of Fox News, right? Fox News. This is your right wing.
Right. Yeah.
Right. This is your right wing media company, right? So this is the company.
No blue.
Yeah. This is the company that's supposed to be giving you all the Republican news information, right? So they're giving you the right hand, the red hand. And their number one is the Murdoch Family Trust, because I think that's who initiated Fox News. But their other two biggest, large shareholders are BlackRock and Vanguard and State Street. Who fucking knew, right? What a coincidence. All right, so let's go to the biggest shareholder of, and then what is it? MSNBC CNN. or CNN? Yeah, let's do CNN. The left hand. Let's go to the blue side of the news here. Let's see. I wonder who
it's purple, bro. It's purple. That's what it is. It's
that's right. They're Time Warner, right? Is who owns them, right? But here we go. I believe they're Time Warner is who owns CNN. Time Warner. Okay. All right. we're gonna go. Who owns? Well, first of all, we have to go. Who owns fucking CNN? Who owns CNN? Warner Brothers. Okay, that's who owns CNN. Okay. Biggest shareholders.
They're
What? Warner Brothers.
Yeah, it's gonna pull up the same.
All right, here you go. Right. Oh, weird. There it is. Largest shareholders include Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street.
State Street.
The same fucking companies, right?
So all the information being spread is the information they want you to be heard,
And
no matter where it comes from.
Which fucking what is it? Investment company handles the what is the portfolio for the Fed, right? BlackRock. Oh, wild. BlackRock handles all of our investments for our Federal Reserve. So our government, who's owning these fucking companies, are owning all the fucking corporations and all of the fucking media. It's not, there is no red and blue. It's all fucking bullshit, man.
It's right? Purple. It's purple. They're purple.
So
BlackRock is the purple.
So they're going through and they're telling you, immigration's bad. At the same time, they're telling you immigration's good. We need it, right? So they're telling you both sides of the fucking coin. And meanwhile, so that way you're trying to figure out which side of the goddamn coin is real or good or what's beneficial for you. Meanwhile, they already passed the fucking law that they wanted. They already let it go. It's already ripped. It's already gone. So the illusion of choice isn't really is just an illusion. It isn't really there.
So I just want to say that this is a little bit misleading. What the judge ruled on, I just looked into it.
Sure.
Is that states cannot regulate immigration law, that's explicit in our Constitution. That's Article 1, subsection 8, clause 4. United States Constitution specifically grants Congress the power to establish a uniform rule of naturalization. By expressly allocating this power to Congress, the Constitution prevents the confusion that would result if individual states could bestow citizenship. That's a federal issue, right? And so this issue shouldn't be on California. That's a
should
federal,
be on the federal
thing that you should be. Yes, absolutely.
So, but then the federal also government has the right to allow the state to do certain things, which is why we have certain stupid fucking gun laws, right? Like restrictions on magazine capacity and stuff like that in our fucking guns. And which is also why we also have like certain states can have abortion and not have abortion. So they can defer some things to the state. Like here in California, we do have
not naturalization, not immigration. That's a federal issue, and that's where the anger should be.
And then
directed to, yes,
correct. Either way, they still make it right about like our states do have immigration forms and shit like that, right? So, and immigration policies. So states still do have shit like that. But what you're saying though is like true though.
Yeah, the state tried to push immigration law, which is unconstitutional. That should be a federal government. The problem is our two parties aren't handling it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying that it was struck down on a federal level.
Yeah,
like it was trying to be passed to the
state. Can't do that. Yeah, exactly.
So basically what she did was kind of constitutional.
Yes.
Totally fine with that, right?
Right, yeah.
But even still, like we have a lot of immigration happening and we're subsidizing a lot of it. It's not like these people are coming. So we do have legal ways to enter the country, right? But what's happening too is there's a lot of, like, this is saying we're trying to deny benefits to illegals, right?
Yes.
So,
but if any of that money comes from federal money, that becomes unconstitutional.
But I think California provides their own subsidies for. That's why you get California taxes to provide subsidies and funding for a lot of these programs. I don't think a majority of it comes from federal funding. I think it comes from the state.
Yeah, the question is if any.
And they do.
It's just like how the federal government has control over the schools, because states can have complete control over their schools if they don't take federal money for their schools.
Yeah.
Right.
But once again, this is about illegal immigration and how it is way larger than legal immigration. And should we be providing subsidy for that? Would you like to pay for somebody who came here illegally, Dex? I probably wouldn't, especially with how much I'm already getting fucking taxed.
Right? I mean, if you are a business owner,
then whatever.
Cheap labor, baby.
Then you're doing that. Then that labor is coming illegally, right? Because you shouldn't be employing somebody illegally. And then how are you going to pay them? Right? You pay them under the table, right? So now you're performing illegal actions as a corporation or a company.
Right.
So I get where you're coming from, Mark, where it's like, yeah, hey, that's up to the Fed to decide this thing. But at the end of the day, it's still illegal shit that's happening. And should we be fucking funding this shit? And our Fed
Constitution, so you'd have to rewrite the Constitution if you want to change that. Like, so the anger should be projected not at that judge.
I don't give it. I already, like I told Dex that, like, I don't give a shit about this. This chick's gone.
It's at not enforcing our existing.
And this bill already. Laws. Yeah, but this bill already didn't pass, right? Like, it's already not existent.
I believe it passed and it was overturned by the judge.
That is what I was reading. Right. So it doesn't exist. This legislation doesn't exist. Or this proposition does not exist currently.
No, that was in 90.
And has that led to good or bad repercussions?
I'd say it's good because the Constitution prevails over what states want.
Not really though, because the Constitution allows for legal migration, not illegal migration, right?
So if you open this up to that, take modern day California. What would they vote for? They would start making illegal immigrants their own citizens, and they'd just say they're citizens, and none of the other states would have any say in that, right? So if this wasn't turned down and this was ruled constitutional, that's what you would have right now. You would have New York,
Florida,
that's already happening
though. It's already happening though.
Oregon.
Yeah,
it's already happening though, Mark. It's already there.
The states deciding that these people are now U.S. citizens.
They do. They give them fucking IDs and everything. What are you talking about?
No,
they do.
No.
You're just saying no.
No, they go through processes which the anger should be at the administration and non-enforcement of existing law, right?
You're saying the anger should be at, hey, let's get more bureaucracy. That's helping?
No, enforcing existing immigration law. You cannot allow states to decide
and that's not
who
happening.
becomes a citizen.
But that's not even happening.
Because you know what would happen in California right now is those fucking 2 million illegal immigrants, or however many are there now. I'd say there's probably fucking 8-10 million in California.
There's way more than that, correct? Yeah.
They instantly, California would just make them U.S. citizens, and then they could go to whatever states they want.
They make them California citizens.
Yeah. So you can't.
They're not federal citizens. Yeah. but they're already they're
Well,
already operating
that's
in
what
the
this
in the
judge
U.S.
just ruled.
Yeah,
That's
but
literally
back
what
in
this judge just ruled.
back in 1994, and it hasn't done shit, dude. That's my
I
point.
mean, it did uphold like if it was that case, she's a federal judge. It did uphold the Constitution, but at the end of the day, the end problem of illegal immigration is still happening at
It's the non-enforcement by the current administration.
Right. I
That's
can
the
see
problem.
Bingo.
Not
there
enforcing
you go.
laws. The
There
existing
you go.
laws are there.
So
the existing laws are there. They don't enforce them. That's the problem.
Because our existing
I'm with that.
administration is dog shit.
Well, it's the you look at for their what their end goal is, and you know the reason why they're doing it.
Yeah, 100%. At the end of the day, it's like I get what you're saying. It's like, hey man, the federal law doesn't usually allow this shit, and we need to actually enforce the laws that exist. I totally get where you're coming from, man. It's just not happening.
They're trying to bypass them with asylum.
They already do though.
Stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. They already fucking do, and that's the real issue, and that's all that this is trying to bring attention to. Is like there's an issue here. Somebody tried to provide a solution. She shut it down and didn't provide an alternative solution to this, and which has led to increased immigration for illegal people to be here.
What's on the screen is the wrong solution.
I whatever, that's fine, but it's still bringing attention to there is a problem.
This person who posted this obviously didn't have information that just like us, they're just seeing this and like, oh, but you went deeper into it to let us know that she's a federal judge, you know, just following law by constitution, you know. And
but here we go, Dex. You are you're somebody who has probably family that came over. I'm just assuming, right? Like I know I did, right? My family came over from Northwestern Europe, right?
Oh, shit.
Hopped on a boat, and then they went through customs and immigration through fucking New York, right? And they came here, and that was the legal immigration that happened, right? That's fine. Get people in here legally, right? Most of all of us our ancestors came here from that way, right? Unless you were already somebody who was whose families came over on the Mayflower or some shit, right? But most everybody came here through immigration, right? But and that's fine. The problem is we're getting a lot of illegal immigration because it's faster, right? To just let people in and do their fucking thing, and then they start operating in America,
right,
with no restrictions. That's the problem.
Yeah,
correct. Yet we're getting taxed, right? And so, sure, whatever. This isn't the solution for it, right? Is not, and I don't think that this to me, this is a pretty decent solution. Not providing public benefits to illegal immigrants.
Yeah,
that should already be a
problem,
thing.
Like I said, is allowing states to decide that.
Right.
To decide.
Because if you allow states to decide it, then like he said, California would have
Oregon, Washington,
immigrants would
New
all
York.
be legal, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yes. But they still wouldn't have the federal right to call them a U.S. citizen.
Right. They wouldn't be able to leave California. Right.
So this doesn't make any sense.
That's what this ruling decided is literally that.
But that's okay, and that's cool. That's fine. But
what is this?
Hold on.
Hold
states representatives in
we'll just end this right now. Proposition 187.
You still don't want to give public benefits, any type of benefits to illegal immigrants, man. Period. That just hurts your citizens.
Well, when it comes to your Ellis Island, so when we had Ellis Island, right, and we had the whole give me or bring us your poor, you're sick, you're hungry, and things like that, right? That was never meant as like a good intention.
What is okay? All right, here we go.
Right.
So
The whole
proposition.
purpose of it.
Okay.
The whole purpose of it. So the whole purpose of it was we were in the beginnings of our industrial revolution in the United States, right? We basically needed extremely cheap, almost slave labor to fuel our major factories and things like that, right? So yes, we needed all these people coming from Ireland, all around the world, right, to fuel our factories. We didn't have all these labor laws like we do now. We didn't have all these social welfare systems and things like that, right? It was you come here, you work, or you starve to death.
Right.
Right. So there's a huge difference. Now we are post-industrial. We are a post-industrial society. We don't really have the extreme needs like we did for all
labor.
this. Yes, for these people to work fucking 80-hour weeks with no breaks.
But I mean, in a sense, we do. But yeah, you're right. It's not as
bad.
We were building then. Now we're upkeeping and we're expanding, right?
So, well, you had the growth, and then now you have to have a similar amount of growth to keep up what was already established.
It's just like a chart, right? Yeah. You're like this. You need labor. Now we're kind of like.
Yeah, but that growth was to be accelerated to get us to the point that we are at, and so it's like, okay, it took us 4 million illegals to get up to having sustainable growth and population for 300 million people. Well, now you have to have still 4 million people to even sustain that, right? So it's doesn't. Here we go. Hold on. Let me just shut this whole fucking thing down here to begin with. The Proposition 187, right, back to 1994, was, right, proposed to restrict undocumented immigrants from states' public services, including access to public education and healthcare. That doesn't mean that they're deciding whether or not they're a federal citizen or not. That's just saying whether or not they have access to the state's programs.
Yes.
What does that have to do with anything? What is that?
Federally funded. Yeah.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
It's saying for the state.
There, education systems.
I know, but it's not saying they're
publicly funded. That's federally funded.
It's saying from the state's public services, not the federal's public services. So sure, go ahead, have access to
the state's public services are funded by the federal government. Is the issue?
It's if we're doing semantics here, it doesn't just it's literally saying state services.
Okay, in 1994,
not the federal services.
In 1994,
so they can become a federal
California
whatever.
State school systems, it all funded by the federal government.
That doesn't mean all of them. We still have state funded educational systems today.
Without federal money?
Yes. What do you think private schools are?
Yeah. LC. Yeah.
What do you think private schools are?
This says public.
I know, but there's private and public
that's
funded.
The issue.
Well, maybe.
That's literally the issue. I stand on the side with the Constitution on this one.
I do too. I don't
think you should bypass the Constitution.
I don't think that. I think hear me out though. The Constitution is being held up by people that I don't like, anyways. So, like, I agree with the Constitution. I probably don't agree with the people that are manipulating it today.
It's the administration of it is the problem.
Correct. Right. There you go.
And we're with that. And that just goes back to, I feel like, Adam's point earlier about the people who are owning the broadcasting stations, probably the people funding our schooling that we're talking about. It probably all goes back to the same large organizations, even from the feds to the private organizations like the CIA. All of those people are probably being funded by the same motherfuckers, and that's just part of it. But yeah, I think Mark's right. The administration.
What constitutional amendment regards immigration?
What was it? It was Article. Let me find it again. Article 1, subsection 8, clause 4.
And what does it say?
I got this. Y'all got this shit. Cool.
All right. Article, what do you say? Yeah, this
Article 1, subsection 8, clause 4. establishes a
The Congress shall
uniform rule
have
of
power to
naturalization.
make all laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying into execution the foregoing powers and all their powers vested in this Constitution. Long-standing. Where's it at? Let me see. You said Section 8. Policies pertaining to the entry of aliens and their right to remain here are peculiarly concerned with political conduct of government and the enforcement of these policies. The executive branch and government must respect the procedural safeguards of due process. That's all talking about people's being entered into the states, man. But the formulation of these policies.
And so the federal government decides, because they're
so then they are a citizen, then, right? If you're giving them federal grant access
it's part of the naturalization process. People, especially like
right, so they're not natural citizens.
So if there are any kind of claim of asylum or things like that, the federal government decides the process of naturalization, right? The process of what benefits they can get.
Okay, so
like
the second that they're allowed to have state public education, then they become a citizen. Dude, you side with our government on that?
I side with the Constitution.
Are you side with our Constitution on that? Because I don't think that's how that works.
I don't believe states should be able to bypass our Constitution.
Not according to this. That's not how that works. Yeah, and this is an amendment, anyways. That was in 1954.
That's a California proposition that was passed.
No, I'm talking about this constitutional amendment that you're talking about. It was enacted in 1954. This wasn't the original fucking Constitution.
Okay, well, do we just delete everything in our whole Constitution?
I'm starting to get that way because of our fucking shitty ass Congress enacted this shit.
This is so, like I said, so states,
I hate them all.
Like California,
they're all pieces of shit. All these
can't just decide all this shit. That's fucked up.
Well, okay.
That's the whole reason for it, or else, like I said earlier, you'd have California, Oregon, Washington, New York, Massachusetts, all these places deciding all this fucked up shit that's completely pro illegal immigration. Right? The federal government needs to regulate who is a citizen of our country.
Dude, I'm sick of our
right?
fucking federal government and all these fucking bullshit laws that they don't teach people and all this crap that they start amending and keep fucking enforcing. I think shit like this does need to go. Let's go back to the old Constitution, man.
So you want to allow states to decide?
Fucking absolutely, man. Yeah, I would love
you're in
smaller.
California right now. What would your state decide if they could?
You want more government overreach? Because that more government overreach and more fucking laws and shit up our assholes has led to a lot more restrictions in our fucking life, anyways, man. We were a constitutional republic, man, which was about having liberties and freedoms and actual fucking rights for your citizens. And the more and more you add these types of fucking shitty ass policies and laws and shit, then the more that goes bye-bye. And on the wayside, the more you are unable to move.
As it is right now, what would your state do, California?
California's a piece of shit. I want it all to be gone.
Yeah.
I don't want people now to decide what's happening.
They're still part of the union, and you don't want them to decide for all the other states who is a citizen and who isn't.
My genuine belief is I want all of our elected officials and politicians to be fucking shit canned, right? And I want the actual civilians and not some fucking shitty fucking fake fraudulent voting to happen. I want actual citizens to start voting on this shit and re-electing officials. And then we can take a look at these shitty fucking laws and go back and re-look at those. Because I promise you, if you go and you put all of our fucking laws into AI and said, hey, go ahead and find me all the fucking shit that contradicts itself, I promise you AI will find you all the laws that are dog shit. Because they've enacted so many of them, there's no way our fucking policymakers and our governors and our politicians can keep up with any of this shit. You think all of our fucking politicians know every single fucking article in the Constitution?
The issue
and in our laws?
I don't want California
our state laws
deciding the immigration
neither
law
do I,
that
man.
state.
Neither do I right now. I want the citizens to decide that. I want the citizens to decide on that, though. And the citizens decided based off of what this proposition was to let's fucking roll with this, man. And they shot it down.
I want our Constitution to decide because
our Constitution was supposed to be for our politicians and our governance who are supposed to be elected officials, right? Who are supposed to be not just there to enforce our fucking Constitution, but also are supposed to be there to be representatives of the civilians. Which is why, like, our politicians, you're like, hey, dude, I want to side with the fucking Constitution. Well, apparently you don't, because this Constitution has a fucking amendment that you're siding with. That came from 1954.
For good reason. It removes the power of the state.
Oh, so you think the 16th Amendment was good too then, right?
No, this one is good.
So there you go. You agree that there are good and bad amendments.
Completely unrelated.
It's related in the sense of
that's a logical fallacy.
It's not a logical fallacy because of the fact that you agree that there are good and bad things that are now there, but yet you say that I want to agree with all of it. No. That's not a logical fallacy.
No, I'm saying
that's just logic.
I'm siding with the Constitution on this one because I don't want.
But you understand that our Constitution isn't perfect.
Who is legal and who is not in my state? I don't want California to decide the process for immigration.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
So we're on agreement with this then.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. At the end of all of this, I think what I'm disagreeing with you is the semantics and how we're getting there. But at the end of it, I agree, man. I think California is shit. I think that our governors and our politicians and our policymakers are idiots. I 100% agree with that. And I don't want these people fucking making these policies in my fucking behalf. I don't think they represent me. I agree with that. And, however, this 187 is bringing an issue that still hasn't properly been addressed. And man, I didn't think we were going to go this deep into this topic.
The issue is in the administration of our current laws, not in.
And that's everywhere in our government, man.
Yeah. So the issue is the administration.
And that comes from federal government as well. You know, they don't crack down on.
Bro,
on what
but what I'm also saying though, it's not just the issue of them too. It's also the issue of.
Adam is right about
the Patriot.
The state wanted this to be passed, but you're saying it got shot down by constitutional right? Yeah, by law, by constitutional law, though. Not just by Fed,
but because of a loophole, because of a fucking amendment, man. And once again, I don't think that the Patriot Act needs to fucking still be enacted.
Okay, I have a question for.
I also don't like the constitutional amendment where they fucking can now see all. I should, based off of the old Constitution, I should have a lot more privacy than I have now. But because of the new Constitution and these new fucked up amendments, they can look at every fucking email I have legally online. They can be in all of my fucking devices legally and see all my internet activity legally because of this bullshit. I don't agree with that.
I got a question for both of y'all. If this law gets passed in 1994 and doesn't get, struck down, what is the difference of California today?
If this passes, the naturalization process for citizens.
True, no, they wouldn't, because that's not what it said.
Yes.
In there. That's not what it said.
That's literally what the court ruling was.
It's not what it said right there, based off the proposition.
No, but he is right. He is right. California would be voting their own.
They would try to, but that wasn't part of Proposition 187. So
yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Okay, let's move on because we're arguing the same thing over and over.
All right. So, the Democratic Republic of Congo, the DRC, armed forces repelled an attempted coup d'état involving Congolese and foreign fighters on Sunday morning. A DRC army spokesperson said in televised address, the army announces the arrest of an American agent. What do you think about that, Dex? What do you think about our government sending operatives to perform a coup d'etat, meaning a government takeover with our agents from the CIA?
I mean, if this
That doesn't
guy's an
sound
American,
that doesn't sound like anything that's ever happened before, has it?
no, it definitely has, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That was me being facetious
I mean,
and
look,
sarcastic.
if an American is held captive, and doesn't spill the beans, we should fight for him, right? But that's what's going on here, right? Yeah, we should go get these guys, if they're American. But
Yeah, but
it's more important than funding Israel.
I mean, is it in our best interest here as Americans to have I'm pretty sure, yeah, because we're gonna do some shady shit. Basically, we did something pretty much that's considered a national, what is that called? A global war crime, right? To perform
Like we're in their territory.
Yeah, we're trying to subvert their government, so that way we can probably enforce some policies that are beneficial to us, right? Which is pretty illegal. So, do you think that Congo has the right to do whatever they want with this fucking agent, or do you think we should bring this good old boy back home?
It'd be like if we caught Chinese spies over here.
Yeah. Should we be like, yeah, let's give that Chinese spy back, because we have.
Damn, that's a tough one, man. That's tough. It's rough, bro. This is rough.
No, our government. Here's the thing. It's just exposing the corruption of our government and showing that our our based off of foreign policy and shit, right? Like our government is way more involved globally with other other governments than you may think, right? So, despite what they tell us at home, I think our government's more involved and in bed with these other governments than what we're being told.
Yeah, I mean,
who was that guy that slept with that Chinese spy that he was busted? Do you remember, Mark?
Right, I remember that. I don't remember.
Was it Feinstein's limo driver or some shit?
No, it was like an actual fucking representative, man. He was fucking banging a Chinese spy, and then he's still rolling around, cool as all get out, and then whatever happened to her?
It was, Diane, Senator Feinstein's driver of I forget how many years, like 10 or 20 years or something, was actually.
What was his name again?
Diane Feinstein.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about there was one of our politicians was banging a Chinese spy, a female Chinese spy.
I remember, he's a Republican, wasn't he?
I remember that one too. Yes.
Yeah. And then whatever happened to that guy, and whatever happened to that Chinese spy?
They're under the rug somewhere.
They're probably swept under the rug. That's what I mean, man. I think all of it's shit, all of it's corrupt, man, and it all needs a big. It's kind of like right before the World Trade Center happened, when our government was about to go through a fucking audit for all of our $2.3 trillion of missing funds, and then all of a sudden that 9/11 happens right after that. This audit is no longer going forward.
So here it is. The House Ethics Committee concluded a 2-year investigation into Representative Eric Swalwell's Democratic California interactions with a suspected Chinese spy that determined they will take no further action.
Yes.
So what I see out of this is
that it's
get
cool
in to manipulate our representatives I mean, it's the same thing that that Epstein was doing, right?
Epstein, who had ties with the
representatives
Mossad
and
through
you have
Ghislaine
pretty
Maxwell.
much absolute power over them.
Yeah,
Bro.
Blackmail, baby.
Yet this guy Swalwell's still rolling around, dude.
Yeah, it would be interesting to know.
So what that's telling everybody, it's cool for our politicians to go around fucking spies from
Well,
foreign.
I mean, if they're spies, do they know they're spies?
It's the same shit with the Hunter Biden shit, dude. Right? Like, this guy was taking money from foreign national fucking governments for his corporation, and he was setting up meetings with his pops with these people. So all that's happened of that is nothing. Also, just like Swalwell fucking that Chinese spy, all that's saying is we do what we want, fuck you guys, and ain't nothing gonna happen to us once you get into this protected class of society. It's the same shit with the Hunter Biden shit. We do what we want, fuck you, what are you gonna do about it?
Whether Swalwell was compromised by that spy, whether
it doesn't matter, dude. He was still fucking that bitch, dude. He was still already having dealings and engagement with that. He used to fucking kill those people. Those people were considered traitors.
How do you fucking know if how would you know if they're a spy or not?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, true.
It's literally just some bitch he's fucking. I mean,
maybe, man.
You have to prove cut of all ties with that person, and what do you do with that person?
The question is whether he's been compromised or not, and then the other question is what do you do because he is an elected representative. Who decides whether an elected representative can be the representative?
It's like this, man.
That's what becomes scary.
He's still operating in government after doing that act. So, if he is compromised because he was got to by a spy from China. So if that person has been able to be shown that they have been compromised before, probably shouldn't have security clearances.
True.
Okay. So,
but the big question is who decides whether he can be a representative or not? It's the voters. Right?
Whatever. Moving on from Swalwell, let's look at Hunter Biden, who did something really similar on a worse level. Because now it's directly dealing with our vice president, who's dealing directly with our president. You're shown to be fucking compromised because you had dealings with Chinese foreign national agents to and exchange money for it.
Yeah.
Right? And all that's showing to us as American, yeah, bingo. All that's showing to us as U.S. citizens is, oh, it's okay for them to be fucking corrupt. Yet if somebody like you or Dex did something like that, you'd probably get shot and killed, man. By a fucking CIA fucking assassin. You're laughing, but it's true. Like, all that's showing is it's cool for them to be pieces of shit. I don't know, man. That's what I think about that. All right, let's talk about this. Woodrow Wilson.
Tammany Hall is what it is.
Dude, it's all been tainted, man. It's sad. Woodrow Wilson, after signing the Federal Reserve Act of 1913, I am the most unhappy man. I have unwittingly ruined our country. A great industrial nation is now controlled by a system of credit. We are no longer a government by free opinion, no longer government by conviction and the vote of the majority, but government by the opinion and duress of small group of dominant men. Woodrow Wilson, 1919. What do you think about that, Doug? Does that sound anything of like what we're talking about right now?
Yeah, I think he nailed it on the head. After 1913, it was bound for hell, right?
Yeah, man.
So yeah, I mean, I think the whole thing you read there, he nailed it. He hit it on the head. I think, and I think that's where we're at today. Yeah.
Well, Yeah. Well,
because before 1913, that's why we came over here originally. Freedom of religion and taxes, right? And
yeah.
building our own freedom and liberty. And when we signed it on 1913 for the central banking system, be a part of them and
Here's
their
the thing.
operation, it went downhill.
Our Constitution and our government was powerful and became powerful without having to cannibalize itself. But it's now at the point where it started cannibalizing itself, and we are going to be the victims of that. That's where we're at. And our current politicians and leaders are the retards that think they're the ones that made this place great and powerful. So they think everything they do is fucking God's word. And we're becoming the victims of their stupid fucking decisions.
Yeah, I think he said it. He said it well. Yeah.
There we go. There you do. All right, let's get into the real nitty gritty. The day has come. The international, I think it's International Court of Crimes, seeks arrest of Netanyahu, who's the leader of Israel right now, Gallant, and Hamas chiefs. So including Hamas, right? He's saying, I could not have been clearer. Khan said, those who do not comply with the law should not complain later when the office takes action. What do you think about that? And there's a whole lot of the other stuff that goes along with that. Like our Senator Tom Cotton says the International Crimes Court has no jurisdiction in Israel. Well, isn't that the point of having an international crimes court, to identify crimes? Equating Israel's democratically elected leaders with the perpetrators of the worst attack on Jews since World War II was a farce. The International Crime Court is... This is from Tom Cotton. I think this guy's compromised. Mr. Khan's kangaroo court has no jurisdiction in Israel due to the anti-Semitic... And once again, talking about racism here, anti-Semitism, and it's like... yeah... and politically motivated charges. My colleagues, I thought Judaism was a religion, not a race. Anyways,
International Crime Court has no... So who do they have jurisdiction over?
If it's not
everyone else?
Yeah, it's kind of like the
Israel.
United... So you know how the United Nations has certain like policies so that way the whole globe can work together, right?
Right.
Like to say, hey, if you do this, then this country now has the right to do this. And these are kind of like what you and I talk about off air, which is like agreed upon terms and conditions, right? That's all the UN is, and this is national. Like, hey, we agreed earlier that if your country does this, then all these other countries, it's fair game for to react with X reaction.
Right.
That's all that this is, right? Kind of like the UN.
It seems like to me Israel could get away with murder.
And that's because of their dealing. Oh, man. All right. And it's because of their being backed by America. And why is Tom Cotton so heavily involved in investing in that? Why is it? What? Let's think about this. Dex, what does America, what goods, because what foreign fucking interest do we have in Israel, right? Like that's usually why we're allied with another country, so that way we can get some foreign interest, right? Or exports from them, right? Like we get some sort of fucking benefit. I mean, and not just being like allied for war, right? So I don't think we're getting like arms and military from them. I think they're getting arms and military from us, and we're not importing any fucking real goods from them other than goddamn diamonds.
Well, Adam, what if the real question is, are we actually them?
Dun dun dun. That's what I'm kind of getting at is, I think our whole government's compromised, bro. I think all of it's compromised. And I think, yeah. France, who's, I believe, an ally with America, splits from Western allies, yeah, to back the ICC arrest warrants of Israel and Hamas leaders. Interesting. Why would they do that? And then you got the AIPAC saying that that they lobby our politicians to be pro-Israel. And 95% of the AIPAC backed candidates won their elections. So they're doing something. So they are having influence over our politicians.
If you're gonna run for office, make sure you back the Israelites.
And then here we go. Republicans in Congress have introduced a bill that would give Americans serving in the Israeli army the same benefits as Americans serving in the U.S. military. So basically saying, there's a bill that's saying our military is their military. So the service of a citizen of the United States is in the Israeli Defense Forces shall be treated in the same manner as service in the uniformed services.
I want to stop right here. I don't know if you guys know Nick Fuentes.
I don't know who he is.
I'm a huge fan.
Okay.
Love Nick Fuentes, man. You got to check
it.
him out. He's awesome. Nick Fuentes, if you ever see this, you're a legend, man. Keep going. Keep going. They can't stop you, bro. And he's a fellow Christian, by the way. Good guy, man. Smart as hell. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. And then here's this was just showing that this is what they're talking about today. Strengthening bipartisan support of the US-Israel relationship. Still going strong in 2024. Oh, fuck, man. All right. So let's look at Israel's gross domestic product. Like, what is Israel worth, man? And what do they export? Israel exports uncut diamonds? Is Israel fucking... Where's Israel getting these diamonds? Are they getting them from the land of Israel? So it's not like they grew these diamonds there and now they're exporting them. What about pearls? This is their greatest exporting product? And somehow this country is making fucking... let's see here. Where is it at? What is their GDP? Sorry, I was just... This is what is their greatest exports. Where's their actual GDP? Israel's GDP. 525 billion US dollars is Israel's GDP. And they got that from fucking diamonds and pearls? Who's buying all this? Who's buying all this shit, bro? And computer equipment? Damn, man, they're fucking way more set. Where'd they... Man, for some reason, they're only making like 10 billion from integrated circuits, you know, fucking 10 billion in diamond or 61 billion in diamonds and shit. Like, we all know that diamonds and pearls and the value of all that shit is basically like laundering money. Uncut. I don't know if you've seen the, you know, movies about like blood diamond, uncut. No, anyways. So we all understand that diamonds have no intrinsic fucking value. Other than like the biggest value is coming from like jewelry, bro. And they're making hand over fist money off of this shit. Basically, it's money laundering. Let's just be real. It's kind of like the paintings. Right? It's $500 million. Why is that painting worth $500 million? Because I said so. Why are these diamonds worth so much? Because I said so. Because of my marketing, and everybody needs to get. Anyways, man. So they're making 9.5 million people are making 500 billion, almost 600 billion dollars. It's a lot of fucking money, man, per capita. So why do they need more foreign aid from us, right? To go fight a country that has 5 million people and only makes $19 billion. What do they need? Or is that money and aid coming from the States to go fight this? It's like, this seems like a real David and Goliath situation. Why are they struggling? I think we spent more money on the Ukraine war than fucking Palestine has in GDP. Why don't we say, hey, instead of giving $100 billion to fucking Ukraine, why don't we just give $100 billion to Palestine to buy it out? Now Palestine's owned by America. Just say, here you go, here's $100 billion. Now you're Americans.
Holy fuck! What the fuck, dude?
And you know what?
No.
You know what? You know what? Why don't we take your stupid $5 million fucking population, and it's just so Israel could stop having a fake fucking war? We'll take those 5 million fucking citizens and we'll dump them in fucking some acreage in Texas or fucking Wyoming or where nobody lives.
Fuck. When the facts hit you in the mouth, it's hilarious, dude.
Why don't we do something like that?
Fuck.
And then Israel could shut up.
Well, no, because
but the problem is
to get more money.
More money. Hey, what the fuck? Shit. It's a real. They don't need our fucking help according to their numbers.
Holy fuck.
So what? I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I'll let you guys.
Well, first of all, I want to say, as far as a pod topic goes, you served this one up yourself, which is fucking well served. I think when the truth hits you in the mouth, when you put it certain ways, that is insane. And I've been saying this whole time, if it's not American, I don't give a fuck, right? But I'm starting to think that, is it American anymore? Or, you know what I mean? It's getting real fucking fishy around these motherfuckers.
Here's the thing, right? Israel became an ally in the 80s, 80
somewhere around there,
80 something. So to not support them in a war, or to change our support for them during a war, completely gets rid of the United States credibility 100% with all of our allies. First off, all right. I'd be totally in support of not being an ally with them after this war.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
That's not going to happen, though.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. And then talking about their GDP, GDP per capita of Israel is 54,000. GDP per capita of the United States is 82,000.
Yeah, because America has way more people and has way more power and has earned all that.
That's per capita, but yeah.
It's a little strange that this little ass fucking country who has like a population of like less than Florida.
So here's the other thing too, is they are fighting a war against insurgents, and something that we learned from the last 25 fucking years of being in the Middle East is even the might of the U.S. military cannot defeat an insurgent force. That's
not even true. I disagree with that because I think the whole thing was propagated and extended extensively so that they could justify our military budget spending. And like, you think that we're fighting terror. We're not fighting. There was no actual, like, there's some fake fucking bullshit that's happening out there. There are these small little groups, and I guarantee if you just fucking bombed the whole fucking place and just took everything over yourself, it would be taken care of, right? But the thing is,
then it goes back to being vulnerable to the ICC, which we were just talking about.
And obviously that we can see that they don't give a shit, right?
When we would firebomb entire cities like Tokyo.
But
my point though is,
but then we go into like Vietnam where we're fighting basically an insurgent style.
We're fighting fucking terror, bro. The word terror. Were you really scared of those fucking people, bro, in the Middle East with their sticks and IUDs?
Oh, you go back 20 years in time, and that was the consensus at the time.
I know, but it was extended even partially to today.
No longer today, but that was the feelings at the time.
We don't have any military in Afghanistan right now.
Yeah, because
Oh, we do. So it is to today.
Taliban is
terror, right? Terror. We're going back to terror. Terror's fake, bro. It's a fucking word. We're fighting a fucking word. You're fighting an invisible fucking enemy, and the reason why it's there is so that they can say, well, it's stamped in our fucking constitution now that we have to fight terror. Well, now that we have to fight a word, a concept, idea, now they can assign any kind of fucking number to that. And then they can push our fucking troops to do whatever they fucking want in the name of terror. Anything can be terror at this point. Global warming is terrorism. Go fight the sun.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
The definition of terror. If you just go to there's a website called thereligionofpeace.com. You can see what terrorist acts are, and that's literally what
it's still a word, man.
Islamic terror.
You're not saying, hey, we're fighting this fucking hey, there's either it's kind of like this. Godzilla is a kaiju, right? Or let's say Godzilla is a terrorist. Right? And now you're just fighting the word kaiju because Godzilla is already dead. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but the Taliban is not dead, but they're no longer.
According to who, man? I think they're dead enough. Let Afghan deal with it, bro.
Yeah, they're dealing with it right now.
With our help.
No longer our help in Afghanistan.
Same with ISIS, Hamas, all this other bullshit. It's all fucking fake fucking organizations that have dealings with our CIA anyways. And half the time they get fucking armament from our fucking... They find out, oh, they have our guns and our weapons.
So, yeah, here's the mistake that we...
Yeah, we leave it to them.
Yeah. Was that a mistake or was that intentional?
No, here's the mistake that we do, and we've done it time and time again through history, is we will support one side to get rid of the side that we don't like, and then that side that we supported takes control and basically takes Saddam Hussein.
Here, let me help
we
you.
Put him into power, but as soon as he's in power, then he's like, fuck you, I have my own country now. That's all. That's
and then we got rid of him too.
Groups. Yes.
Here, let me help you out with this too. Let me
but
yeah.
I mean, supposedly we pulled out of Iraq, right, for the most part, or Afghanistan for the most part, right? But we left a lot of...
We're not in Afghanistan anymore. The Taliban completely controls Afghanistan now.
Yeah, we left them a lot of artillery as well, right? And
why is that not the hot topic of today then? Where's all the terror that, if that's true? Where's all the terror that's happening?
Well, we're not.
We're no longer their enemy. ISIS is the Taliban's enemy now.
And what happened with us and ISIS?
We're not occupying their territory and dealing with their territory anymore.
It's just
and
all
ISIS is now the Taliban's enemy.
Yeah,
you can find that. You can find that out firsthand.
What?
You can find that out firsthand from Western individuals that are like YouTube travel people that go to Afghanistan, and the Taliban, they literally talk to them. They don't fucking care about Americans anymore. The enemy to them is the people trying to occupy their
territory. So why did we spend 25 fucking years over there fighting that? if they don't care about us?
Because we were their enemy at the time and they were attacking.
Oh, all of a sudden they had a sweet little change of heart.
Well, their bigger issue is ISIS.
Or maybe terror and the act
Literally,
of terrorism.
ISIS is suicide bombing daily in Afghanistan. The Taliban is fighting ISIS.
So wait, so there you go. You just
And guess what? We created the Taliban, or we funded the Taliban. We funded Bin Laden to fight
the Bush family did. Yeah, they had ties with fucking the Bin Laden family.
Bush Senior was
since like
was
the 50s.
CIA agent.
Oh yeah! Wow, what do you know? All this corruption and all this deep-rooted historical corruption in our government, and it's having terrible fucking implications and effects on today's society. Wow, dude. Like, okay, look at even ask Afghanistan, dude. Look at the opiate production after America took over the fucking opiate crops over in fucking Afghan, right? Just fucking exploded. And then what? We just handed the keys over to the fucking Taliban? I don't think we did. I think we're still over there controlling that. And I think that it's kind of like what happened? Why is North Korea not threatening us with nukes anymore? What happened with that? Where's that terror?
What was that? Sorry.
Where? Okay, well, I won't use that as an example, I guess. But let's say, if we were over there for 20 years, unsuccessful, and we were there in the name of terror, where's 9/11 2.0?
We are the ISIS is Taliban's current enemy right now. ISIS is their big enemy right now. A group that's more extreme than the Taliban is their enemy.
Okay.
ISIS is daily suicide bombing and attacking the Taliban, which the Taliban is the Afghan government right now.
Okay.
I don't understand like what the importance of that is, right? For us.
It's not. So the big issue with the Middle East is whenever you
how come ISIS isn't attacking Israel right now?
They're pretty busy. But anyways, whenever you create an artificial border around multiple cultures, multiple languages, and things like that, you're going to create civil war. And that's
no, my point is, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and say what I think. I think 9/11 was assisted by our government, and I think that was to enact certain constitutional things like the Patriot Act and and a bunch of other constitutional amendments that they've already done, and to justify going into war and producing more. Kind of like those, like the whole fucking Enron thing, right? And all the defense contractors that have ties to our government officials, right? Like the Bush families, the Biden families, and all the other fucking families that are getting, I think like, what was Dick Cheney on the head of a lot of these corporations and shit like that too, that were military defense contractors. And it's like, I think that it's the flavor of the day, man. I think it was, you could go, hey, now that I have the right to pull my military to wherever I point this laser pointer of terror at. So now I can put this label anywhere. This label terror. I can apply this label to anybody now. And now I can go, because of that, because of national security and terror, I think Afghan's the bad guy now. I think Hamas is the bad guy now. Hamas is a bunch of terrorists, right? Isn't that why they're fighting Hamas right now? Isn't that why Israel's attacking Palestine? Because supposedly, and like you said, an insurgent terrorist organization attacked Israel? That's what I think is happening there. I think that's a military strategy to say, and to be able to not have to answer to the fucking citizens. We're fighting terror, guys. Don't you want to be safe, ladies and gentlemen?
And I'm pretty sure during that time, correct me if I'm wrong, Afghan was and Iraq, they both weren't a part of the central banking system.
Hey, you tell me,
Right?
man. You tell me, brother. You tell me.
Just like when Cuba
Follow
was
the
the
money.
enemy. Cuba was the enemy for a very long time, you know.
Oh man, what happened?
And then they joined the central banking system, and hey,
we're all
who's
good.
Cuba?
Hey, who's North Korea, man? North Korea seem pretty chilled on me. What's that? They got starving citizens? Hey, I used to care about that, but not no more. They seem pretty cool. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What's that? They torture the citizens, and they got a dictator. Yeah, all right.
But I am 100% with Mark on the fact that I think Mark is a huge constitutionalist, and I'm with that.
I'm with the old school constitution. I don't know about all this new amendment shit.
I feel as if you control the trade, you control
money,
the goods
the
and
power.
services.
You ready for
No
this, Dex?
piece of paper and law can govern you once you have power.
It's not even the goods and services. You ready for this one, Dex? The greatest, most powerful asset in the goddamn planet isn't gold or money or oil or electronics or drugs. It's none
Yeah,
of
guess
that
what you're
shit.
gonna say?
What is it, Dex?
Attention.
No, it's people.
Oh, yeah.
The greatest asset is other fucking humans. And why would you not want to control the fucking people? So what do you do to control people? You control their access to life. That's what fucking money represents, is your keys to life. I need money. I need keys to food to live. I need keys to a home to live. I need keys to a job. I need keys to all that comes in the form, your fucking life and your value comes in the form of quantifiable dollars. Because you are the greatest fucking asset. You are what they want to control. You are the fucking crop. That's the reality.
Yeah.
So, money, why do they need to control money? They always go, follow the money, follow the money. Money means shit without humans. Gold means shit without humans. Humans mean shit without other humans. That's why they do this shit. To fucking do what they want and control you. Because they can't do what they want without controlling you. And they found the biggest fucking way to control people is by controlling their life in the form of quantifiable dollars.
And then they can push narratives to push the dollars in certain areas and turn people against each other. And yeah, no, 100%. That's what's happening. And that's why I feel like I'm such a constitutionalist, because I feel like that's the last thing that's holding us together at this point.
Is dollars money?
No, no. Yeah, I mean the Constitution, man, is.
Hear me out, man. The rest of the Constitution can take a shit, in my opinion. The only ones that matter are the First and Second Amendment, baby. That's all that fucking matters at this point.
And at the end of the day, do we even truly practice our First and Second at this point? No. They've beat us so far into the ground. Nobody's going to come together and actually use the Second Amendment to overthrow the government. What government are you overthrowing?
Bro, it's
who are you overthrowing at this point?
Cancer at this
point. You're going to overthrow the corrupt politicians that have no control? Who are you going to overthrow?
Right. Where is the head of the snake to even go for? Right. Who knows?
So it's so in depth and such a sinking ship, man. That's why I keep saying it's a sinking ship.
That's why I don't advocate using this. I advocate to people go buy land, go off grid, and say fuck you to society. That's it, man. Worry about you and your fucking family. Grow your own food. Until that day comes, then you need to start worrying about the Second Amendment. But go get your own piece of property. Go have your own family. Go grow your own food. Become your own self-sufficient. That's how powerful humans are. You don't need the fucking other shit. You can accomplish that shit Luckily, in America, you can't do that in other countries because they don't have a First and Second Amendment like we do. But that's how powerful you are as a human being. You can create this. You can make your own life. But that is slowly going away. That is what you need to fight for at this point. If it gets to the point where you absolutely cannot get your own property anymore, and you can't have your own electricity, your own water, and your own fucking crops,
you can't even get a cheap, affordable apartment. So
it's getting real close to there. It's getting real. We're really close, Dex. Then you need to start busting out the Second Amendment, right? And using it for the tyranny. But until then, and if you don't want to do that, go get your piece of property. That's what I advocate for. Go truly try and live your life how America was originally designed to be. Why do you need a business and fucking generate a bunch of money? Well, it was because so you could go have your family and go have your property and to go live your life comfortably. But now they made it all about labor and work and slavery.
But dude,
halfway slaves, Dex.
I'm gonna be real with you. You say go own your own property. I mean, the property that you're gonna be paying tax on? I mean, once you stop paying tax, what happens to that property?
That's good though, right? Because that was part of the design, is that your money was to help support the community, right? A portion of it.
I'm still not too sure about that one. Man.
And
I think it goes back to the head of the snake, all that money.
It does, man. At the end of the day, it does. But that's why they don't want you propagating and leaving your property to your children anymore. They don't want you to keep your real estate and your property and your family anymore. They want that to go in the hands of BlackRock and State Street and Vanguard. That's why all those companies were buying property and real estate up like fucking it was going out of style.
Well, when you know the end goal of something, you jump on it early, right? Because you know the definite outcome. And they've literally
or when you control the outcome.
Right, exactly. Yeah, true. Yeah, good job. Yeah. That is true. But I mean I think that's the basis of
and that leads
I wouldn't even call what we've been discussing an argument. It was just a discussion, a really, really in-depth one. And I think that's what the head of the snake is where it falls into, bro. It all comes from there. And
here you go. Here's Palestine right here. Going back to that real quick. All right. What is the correct answer here? Is it A? Which of the following is morally wrong? Is it A, hitting your wife, B, eating bacon, C, slavery, D, marrying your child? Oh, Regis, I think I would like to phone a friend. Yes, these are the answers, Dex. Tell me, I need to phone a friend. Is it hitting your wife? Eating bacon? I'm leaning towards bacon, Dex. I'm leaning towards bacon heavily here, but help me out. I'm kind of on the fence still. Or is it slavery? I'm pretty sure it's not one. That's a good one. That's a good one. We need to keep that one around. Dex, or is it marrying your child? That could be. I could be on the fence about that one too. Dex, what do you think it is?
It's fucked up, but it's so real, bro.
Is it eating
this
bacon?
Guy is 100%. If this guy's on the show, I'm just telling y'all, he's voting C or B.
B. Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Regis, I think I'd like to lock in eating bacon.
Because that's wrong.
Now, are you sure about that, Mr. Hamas? All right. Anyways, I thought that was pretty funny.
But yeah, let's. Can we talk about the other? I mean, we might as well talk about the other options here. Man, we have A, C, and D.
Oh yeah.
A. Yeah. First of all, A.
I'm on board with. Let's go. Go ahead.
Everyone's
lock it
heard
in.
of it.
But,
it happens. You know, a little
sometimes you let it
happen.
Sometimes you're just exercising. You just let one slip. Babe, don't get near me. I'm exercising.
You see.
Just
if that's morally wrong, every empire that's ever been created, every nation that's been created is morally just fucked, right?
Oh yeah.
So,
of course, man. Hold on, let me call China. Hello. Yeah. Hey, China, you still got slavery? It's 2024. Yeah? Okay. All right, we're cool. China's still on board for slavery, Dex. I just called them.
And then you have marrying a child.
Hold on, let me call El Salvador real quick.
Just call our politicians.
Hey,
yeah. I mean, what the fuck? Call majority of our politicians who's visited Epstein's Island. See if that's morally correct, right?
Bruh. Let me call up Europe real quick. 16, you say? Your own child? All right, you're good. Okay. They said it's cool.
And then we have eating bacon.
That's the one. That's got to go. It ain't kosher. It ain't kosher, I tell you.
Muhammad did 3 of these things.
Durka, Muhammad Jihad. Durka. Dude. Sorry, that was good. Going back to the gross domestic product for Israel is kind of weird. After like 2002, they just fucking skyrocketed, baby. They just got a whole lot of. It's almost like coincides with. Yeah. Anyways, man. It's almost like man, they really followed along with America after that one. It's really weird. It's almost like relational. Oh, going back to United States.
Wait, can we get a side-by-side growth chart?
That's actually a good point. Hold on, let me get it. Let me crack one open here. We got a new tab. U.S. GDP since 2002. All right, we're loading in. We're loading in. Get it the fuck out of here, bitch.
They don't want you to see.
They don't want me to see that. 2002 per capita 10,000. Then we're skyrocketing to 76,000 per capita. 30 went from 37 to we doubled. Man, honestly, fuck, man. Fuck. Since 2002.
Israel's shitting on us.
Israel's just crushing us, man. They quadrupled their shit, bro. Israel's like, hey, America, my friend. You get half, we get quadruple. Hear me out. If with our powers combined. Anyways, man. No. It's fair deal for you. Trust me.
No, they need our help.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Financially.
Man. Ted Cruz seems to think so. And according to the United States Senate issues warning to the International Court of Justice that if they issue an arrest warrant for Netanyahu, the leader of Israel, and other Israeli war criminals, the U.S. will move to sanction and destroy the court. That's how passionate America is about this one.
Weird.
Anyways, our politicians are signing off on that one. And then Netanyahu also threatens the ICC chief prosecutor, Karim Khan, saying that he himself is not concerned about traveling. Listen, Karim Khan, I go where I want. But however, you should be concerned about me. Anyways, man. So, interesting. Very interesting stuff there. Alright. And then under the Global Criminal Justice Rewards Program, the U.S. Department of State offers rewards up to $5 million to individuals who provide information that leads to the arrest, transfer, or conviction of designated foreign nationals accused of crimes against humanity, genocide, and war crimes. So, Dex, you and I can make $5 million real quick if we fucking calling, hey, Global Criminal Justice Rewards Program? Have you heard of a guy named Kim Jong-un? I think that guy's doing some crimes against humanity. I'd like $5 million, please. Bro, I don't know. But for some reason, that guy's... Hold on. This guy, Netanyahu? He's trying to commit genocide of Palestine. Can I get $5 million?
Which we should really be talking about the real genocide going on.
Don't you dare, Dex. Don't you fucking dare, dude. By the way,
Adam, can we get a
hold on. Is that
population by race in the world? Can we see population by race in the world, dude? Is there
I think we're getting a side by here. Oh, Dex, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do people dirty like that. They aren't ready, bro. They're not ready. All right.
Well, I think Mark would like this perspective.
All right.
I mean, we have a guest. I feel like that would really like this perspective.
All right.
On the what?
Okay, here we go.
You know, we're asking people to call in $5 million
population
for known genocide. If you know somebody committing genocide, call in.
Hey,
you know, my
got
response
a hotline.
to that is fuck any international organization that tries to claim that they're over your sovereign government. Fuck them.
But check this out.
There you go. Right, or that they're more fucking what's the word? Righteous than anybody else, right? Like that's the thing that pisses me off about.
I don't care for an international organization that
trying to say they have any kind of rule or say over your country.
That tries to say they have any power over your country.
Yeah,
fuck them.
Well, then you must hate the World Economic Forum.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck them.
But our government loves them. What are you talking about, Mark?
Certain parts of our government love them.
Oh, they fucking love it, dude. Everything they do happens, bro. At the World Economic Forum, they were talking about what was it?
Sure.
Fucking exercise 201 or something like that, or exercise 211. I can't remember what exercise it was, where they did an exercise on what would happen if a global pandemic hit right before it happened, man. And we ate that shit up exactly to the T, man. How they designed it.
Yeah, you did see that too. That it turned out that we were funding 100%. We were funding
the Wuhan lab,
gain of function. Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
That came out of the new health director.
Oh weird. So.
But anyways, sorry to backtrack.
No, you're
to that Netanyahu. Netanyahu responding to the ICC.
Yeah,
I completely side with him on
that.
I
would too.
It's like fuck, come to my country, see what happens, motherfucker. Like,
no, I agree, especially when they think that they're on the right side of what
trying
they're
to
doing,
claim like they have some authority over their own government. Yeah,
but
fuck you.
But also, I'm not on this. I don't think that our tax dollars should be helping or assisting as much as we have with that war.
To a certain point.
And I get what you're saying, where it's like you got to support it until you don't ally with this country more. But what they're doing is not.
You can't drop being an ally with a country during
in the middle of it. Yeah. I totally understand.
After I'm 100% for that.
Yeah, because
but even then you still can't. You still
I don't
can't
like
drop
seeing
after,
my money go to border disputes on the other side of the world.
I need that shit to be here in the U.S. We need border disputes. No, yeah, I don't. It's not. It's like whatever. It's our government's gonna be a piece of shit. They have to do things that are corrupt all the time. But once you start cannibalizing your own, like your own citizens who are what created this country to be fucking powerful to begin with, right? And you start fucking attacking them and taking their rights away, that's what I have a problem with, right? Like,
yeah,
that's where I'm at with this, man. Like, I don't give a fuck what Israel does with Palestine. I really don't give a shit, right? And yeah, I get that, like, Israel is an ally, France is an ally. Like, America has allies, and they're part of the UN, and right? But at the end of the day, that's their fucking war. Do they need to call in allies? I don't think they do. I think you call in allies when you need it.
Right.
And I think they could win that Palestine war all on their own. They have way more money, and they have way more people, and if they're that desperate, then you can call in for us. But asking for foreign aid as extensively as they have throughout the fucking years, not just this year, but throughout the years, they've gotten plenty of money from the U.S. It's a little frustrating, especially when we have a whole lot of issues and compromise issues that are happening here in the United States.
Yeah, it's typically the expectation that the United States helps them during this kind of stuff. That's why I'm saying after the war.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Afterwards,
but it's not going to happen.
Fuck off.
I think that's why people are here.
It's not going to, but ideally that would be great.
Yeah,
you still can't. You can't drop them. You'll never be able to drop them. Once first of all,
once they make all the decisions. What's that secret tunnel video we have? yeah. Once those people are in charge, man.
But no, they will give you $5 million if you know of a genocide. I know of one. So
I might know a couple of them.
All right, guys. I'm headed out to a Guitar Center. I'm going to do a gig tomorrow, so I got to buy some equipment.
Awesome, man. Hey, by the way, Mark, awesome having you in here and giving me stuff to push back on. I like the debating stuff.
I love arguing, so
yeah.
Afterwards, there's no bad feelings.
Yeah,
that stuff.
I love it.
I fucking love arguing. So yeah, it's great.
No, and I want that. I want people to give me hard counterpoints, right?
So here's the thing, right? If you don't challenge each other's thoughts, pretty soon you're just gonna think you're on everybody. I'm right, and everybody else smell good. Yep. Right.
Yep. No, I respect it. Thank you for doing that. To show.
Right, you guys take care.
You too. Thank you, Mark.
Bye, Mark.
Later, brother.
See you, bro.
So let's dude, this goes into I think a couple of things I could push over here. We'll get into this one here in a second, and then where are we at here? And then this one can go over here as well, and that goes with this one over here. All right. So it's wait for Dex has got some family looks like you didn't buy the latest product. Wow, yikes, that's a clear all right. Incel Proud Boy January 6th Cat Dog Lister do better next time, Chuddy Wuddy. oh, this is another good one. We'll get into that one here in a second too. But here we go. What is extreme January 6th white Proud Boy white supremacist stuff, Dax? Here we go. All white people are racist demons. That's okay to say and educate our team. This is kind of jokingly getting at. And then go ahead, kill Whitey, those Mayo monkeys, Whiteness is a disease, a plague that needs to be wiped out. Oh, and by the way, free Palestine. Oh, once she says free Palestine, she gets take her down. Shut it down. Cut it.
Funny.
She was on the side and thought she was on the side until she wasn't. Until she stepped in some dog shit, man. And in the Senate of the United States, right here, March 27, 2019, a bill to authorize dedicated domestic terrorism offices. And this is what I was talking about with Mark, Dex, about the whole slapping the word terror. Now you can slap it on anything, right? What's their next thing they want to slap it on? Here we go. The findings are: Congress finds the following. Number 1, white supremacists and other far-right extremists are the most significant domestic terrorism threat facing America. Now we got to spend money on shutting down white people with right-wing ideas. Not white supremacists. And once again, that's another semantic thing. Dex, do you hate being white?
No.
Okay, well then you think the opposite. You're a white supremacist. Now you're into terrorism.
Wait, why? Where does it say that?
I'm joking. Like, what constitutes a supremacist? Is it somebody that's just I don't hate being white. I'm okay with being white. Now you have an alt-right ideal.
And this is being added to our.
Possibly, maybe, I don't know. You can look this up. So the next greatest threat, according to our own government, our next greatest threat, the most significant, is white people, dog.
Oh my God.
What's up with that, bro?
Well, I can tell you. Hold on, give me a second.
You better not, brother.
All right, listen.
Let me tell you. I know we're in secret here. All right, we can talk. Tell the real scoop. Give me the real scoop. What do you think, Dex?
I think that people are retarded, and here's why I say this.
Oh.
White people, black people, Spanish people, European people, Chinese people, generally speaking, I believe they want general good.
Yeah, we're all human.
In everyone.
We're all human.
I think that we are misled because we are retarded by people's narratives and agendas to push out people who have brought success, who have brought greatness, who have cultivated a nation that was supposed to be free, and they are turning those people away from the origin of this country. And it's not white supremacy. It's just truth. And the truth of the matter is Europeans came over here and settled here. And yeah, there was wrongdoing. There's always wrongdoing in all nations.
In the start of any nation. Yeah.
And it wasn't the people who created this nation who said, yeah, go get those slaves. No, the offer was brought to them from other people that weren't them. You understand? These people were captured and sold. There's wrongdoing, not just from the capitalist standpoint of the people who are creating the nation, which they are capitalists, which they are trying to grow, which they are going to take advantage of opportunities that are presented.
And the Asians that were part of the railroad that we put into slavery to build our railroads, and part of the fucking Native Americans that, got almost genocided completely by, the by the original settlers here, right? So the foundation of the country isn't, and that's just how it goes with almost any nation, right? Like, look at fucking
Every
China
nation.
with the Mongols, and Rome with the Greeks and the Romans, and or Europe with most of those people. Look at Russia. It goes on and on and on and on. It happens everywhere with the start of any nation. But once a nation,
and not saying that it's right, because it's not morally correct. It isn't.
Yeah.
But now that we've got that base covered, I wish people would just stand back and okay, the white people are racist. White people are racist. This. Stand back and think for a second, right? You're calling white people back in the day racist for slavery, right? Or whatever it may be. Then look nowadays at your tax dollar percentage that white people are going to work and paying, just like any other race is paying, right? Who's really the slave nowadays?
It's everybody. It's all of us.
So how, dude, they're turning us against each other.
Yep.
So we don't go to our First and Second Amendments. So we don't face the head of the snake. And that's what it is.
It's like the whole semantic bullshit of it, where it's like, here, like I was talking about earlier, like, I think we can look at, let's use the NBA for example, right? It's mostly African American people or black people that are in the NBA. Are we going to go?
Which they're the most athletic. They
earned the right to be there, right? Based off of their merit, That's why they're
Correct.
there. Yet we,
Correct.
you know, and if there was no difference, you would see a lot of white people in there, or a lot of Hispanic people in there, or a lot of Asian people in the NBA. But you don't see it represented as much as black people. Why is that? Because they're just better at it, right?
And they probably take more time into it as well.
That would mean the NBA is racist, because they would assume that without equanimity and inclusion, that they're overrepresented with black people, man, right? That we could just assume that black people are better at basketball than most other races. Does that mean the NBA is a racist organization? Absolutely fucking not.
No, they picked the best person for the job.
It's just what's there. Yeah, bingo, man. Like, it's like, yeah, man. You can do that with a lot of other organizations and groups and stuff like that, and like, great, and people fucking love it. It's a great form of entertainment. You know what I mean? I love to play basketball, but it's like, does that mean I'm better than the 6'11" DeMarcus Cousins or Kobe Bryant or hell no, right? I wasn't genetically fucking predisposed for that. I don't got it. You know, I'm 6 foot tall white guy, you know, with a terrible metabolism. But, you know, will I do good on a test of some sort? Maybe. Might I be good at problem solving? Maybe. I might be. But that doesn't mean, that's like the whole, it's like once you play by the rule of saying there's racism, and instead of just acknowledging we're all human and we want the best for human, like now
which everyone does, really.
Now you created this racism game, right?
Right. Which isn't the people who believe in this thing. The people who believe in white
they're doing it out the
fault.
They're trying to do it. Yeah, it's not their fault. They're trying to do it out of the best or the best.
Right.
They're coming at it from the from a good standpoint, because they think they're doing what's right. But
they've been force-fed a narrative. And
bingo.
Just like terrorism. It's the same fucking thing, dude.
Same fucking thing. It's a fucking word, dude. It's just a goddamn word. And once you play by the rules of the word, now you have to agree to the terms and conditions of that fucking rule. Yeah. Great. Yay. Now you get to now because of those rules and that made up word, and because of this law, now because Dex is white or I'm white, at any minute if we say the wrong fucking thing, all of a sudden you're now a white supremacist. And now here's the slippery slope of logic. Now they want to become that. Now you're terrorism. Now you're a terrorist.
Mm-hmm.
Now they can shut you down whenever they feel like, because you already stepped into that pile of dog shit just by being white. Just by being... This right here is a racist fucking law according to its own fucking...
Right. According to its own made-up definition, baby bag bullshit, it is literally contradicting
itself, yeah.
Contradicting
Which is what I was trying to tell Mark earlier when I was saying it to him. I'm like, I promise you, if you took all of our laws and all of our bullshit amendments and fed it into AI and said, find me all the logical circular logic here, right? And find me all the problems, it would find a shit ton of fucking problems with all of our laws and constitution. I promise you, it will find a lot of stuff that contradicts itself. Are we doing that? Hell no. It needs to happen. No. Let's do it, baby. Pump it. Pump up the AI into our legislation. Pump it up. Make sure it's logical. Anyways, I'm just kidding. But,
then who programs the AI? But
bingo, right? Just like we see, that's why you can't do it, right? Anyway, but just like what was it? Hey AI, show me images of the American founding fathers, and it showed all the anyways, it was really, really funny. Okay.
That's exactly why I feel like my family is the way they are. My family has never participated in all the political. They don't even America. What the fuck is that? This is our house, this is our home, this is our people, these are our families. That's it. We're gonna eat dinner. We're gonna go to work. We're gonna come home. We're gonna do the same thing again, and we're gonna be happy right here with us. And that's that's the fact, because there's no more nation to support. I feel like it's everywhere. It's all, we're being pulled back this way, that way, this way, that way. And that's why I feel like most American nuclear families are gonna feel. I feel like that's what they're gonna go through. They have so much hitting their plate that they're like, I can't even
go. Yeah.
I can't look up and see what's going on anymore. Fuck it. Let me just put my head down.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. Let me just go to work and die. And that's that's where we're at, man. That's what we're all at.
Which that's okay with me at the end of the day, as long as I'm not being forced away from what I've built. If I'm working for this little bit I have, don't come and take the shit. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at.
Dex, do you know where this meme comes from? Like the guy with the sunglasses?
No.
So there was a movie, I think it was in the 80s. I want to say it was like Invasion of the Body Snatchers or something like that. And it was basically like showing like our government and media had been like overtaken by this like alien group, but they looked just like humans, and you couldn't see the difference because they had like some fucking like aura disguising who they are, right?
Right.
And the only way this guy got a pair of glasses that could let him see who was an actual human and who was an alien.
Okay.
Right?
I got you.
And he was, and that's where this meme of holy shit, right? Like I see the reality here, That's what this meme is. But
yeah, I think I saw these threads. This is crazy. Now these are people,
and these are the same people. Yeah.
They posted years before, and then they post years later, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's knock these out.
This is good. And these are white people, by the way.
Right.
White privilege is very real, and acknowledge the problem is the first step, right? So saying they're white people saying white people are the problem. White people, this isn't about us. This isn't about it. This isn't about us. White people are awful. Like, we are really the worst. All of us white people are extremely privileged. There's no such thing as racism against white people. So anyways, basically them just dumping on white people and these people are white, right?
Right.
And then here they go. Every single one of them, once confronted with, well, aren't you white? So you're a piece of shit? And then they turn around and they go, no, I'm Jewish. I don't consider myself white. I'm a Jewish atheist. That doesn't make any sense. How do you Jewish, which is like comes from Judaism, which is like
religion,
right? And you're
an atheist.
That's great. Are you wait? Are you trying to say that you're an Israeli, Israel ethnic descent? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm not white because this is about ethnicity. I'm not white. I'm Jewish. Come on, guys.
I'm not white. I'm Irish.
Every fucking one. Bingo. Right. There you go. But it'd be even funnier if you said to people, guys, I'm not fucking white. I'm Christian, guys.
Right.
I don't believe in the color of my own skin. I don't know if I'm not black, Asian, white. I'm none of that. I'm Christian, guys. Come on. Can't you see that? Anyways, man, I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean,
the movie's called They Live. Thank you, Impressive. He hit us with it in the comments.
Okay.
But that shit is hilarious. And here we go. Here's another. Dex, can you break down this picture of right wing extremism for me? Can you do that, please, real quick? Can you go ahead? Can you show me the terror here?
Dude, this is sad because I am 100% right wing extreme. This is what I want.
Okay, so you're a terrorist.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a fucking terrorist, Dex. I knew it. God damn it. You want to play football with your kid while having a barbecue with your pregnant wife and have a fucking house with a white picket fence.
The only terror I could possibly see here is they're roughhousing around a woman who's pregnant and she's standing up around this rough play. You know what I mean? She probably needs to be sitting down somewhere. You know what I mean?
I think that piece of shit white guy's about to hit that kid with that football. I think he's about to spike. He's about to spike him.
I didn't even realize.
He's like, "Get your dumb ass over here, boy!" Pow!
And look, they're all well dressed.
I'm terrified. Dex, I'm terrified. I'm terrorized by this photo. Sends chills up my spine. Once again,
like
everybody.
If I had this, you'd never hear from me again, you know. But they've fucked me so hard, I'm not gonna get this, you know. What I mean?
You will, man. You'll find that little honey bunny right there. You can find yourself with that little southern accent. Hi, Dex. My name's Savannah. Oh, that's cute, cause I am from Savannah, Georgia. That you're gonna find that little honey. You know what I'm saying, man? You'll get there, man. You're already halfway there, and that's what everybody fucking wants. Put any color. Put an Asian person in here. Put fucking black people in this photo. It doesn't fucking matter. That's what everybody wants, right?
Right. Yeah.
Everybody wants.
I would think so.
This is what used to be called Dex, formerly known as the American
I actually
Dream.
take that, bro. Adam, not everybody wants that nowadays.
It's a lot of. If you change this chick to having like, have you seen those chicks with the half-colored like blue hair, purple hair?
Right.
That if she had that, she'd probably have an angry face like, "Why am I doing it? I hate this." That chick, you're right, probably wouldn't want this.
Or you would just have a bunch of gay men in the yard right here. That for nowadays, right?
Oh no, they would love this even more. They're the ones going after the little kids.
Right.
So they want it too, man.
So
they gotta get more gay people. They gotta create more gay people, bro. Dex, haven't you heard? Gay people, they don't breed, they recruit. Since if you can't breed, you gotta recruit. We gotta spread the gospel of gayism.
So it's basically an attack on straight people's children.
You never know, man. There's so much. My head's fucking big.
So fucked.
Yeah. Somebody went in there with fried my brain a long time ago.
But no, there's
Reagan.
nothing wrong with if this is what it is, which this is all comedy. We're reacting to somebody else created this.
Yeah.
But if this is what right-wing extremism is, I'm for it.
Yeah. Bro. Like exactly, dude. Like our Dex said in our disclaimer. It's all satire, baby. It's all for satire. Comedy. No, this is all fake. Ain't none of this real. These opinions are all fake and not real and made up. Don't listen to us. Probably shut down the stream right now. Close it out. Move on. But follow us on Patreon if you can find our Patreon link, and you can please support the podcast. We'd really love it, and
we can get you in. We can get you in the Discord
minimum
once you join
fee.
the Patreon.
Yeah, Discord's going to cost you minimum $20 a month. That's it. It's a small fee.
And you can whatever you want us to react to, you can get it in the Pod Topic channel.
And if you want to be a mega Patreon supporter, $100 a month gets you the same thing.
Right.
Yeah. Man, come on, baby. Who doesn't want to, $100 a month? Get on in there. Give us that Patreon money. I don't even know what it's called anymore.
And your money, the great thing about your money giving it to us,
we could use it more than you.
It's going to be taxed and sent to the federal government. That's the beauty of it all.
Yeah, we want to make sure our Fed gets the money first. Okay.
And we're gonna give it straight to them. No, don't worry about it.
Get it to them faster.
Yep. It's going straight to them. So
every one of your checks, just take it, put a stamp on it, mail it straight to the Fed, baby. Just get it over with.
Yep. But make sure you send like 100 of that to our Patreon, and we'll just
do that first. Yeah. That's the priority here. Mm-hmm. And then once you find our Patreon, let us know where it is, so that way we can set it up.
Yes. That too.
All right. Oh, Dex, men only want one thing, baby, and it's disgusting. Okay? It's, you know, it's
like
pretty
that.
gross. It's pretty nasty, dude. It's pretty... This frog's probably a white supremacist, let me tell you. Oh, here we go. Study shows kids who are homeschooled could miss out on the opportunity to be to be a gay communist by 100%.
This has to be made up by white supremacists, right?
I think so, man. This is more white supremacist propaganda coming at you. Clip it. All right. Anyways, it's ironic to me the same group of people who would rather run into a bear.
Oh yeah, in the woods, right?
A bear in the woods
versus a man, right?
Don't understand why I don't want a man dressed as a woman in the same bathroom as my daughter.
Right.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good one. I thought that was a fair point. All right. Sorry, I'm blazing through these right now just because I think I want to get it wrapped up. You know, I know I could say like no jokes aside, I could do this for like another 2 hours and have fun doing it still. But
yep.
I think we're trying to keep it at like 2 hours so that way we can put everything on.
What are we sitting at right now?
2:10. I bet
I
you
gotta
know
piss,
that.
man.
Okay, all right. By the way, when he leaves, it's just me and this big grainy face. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Here's another topic for you. Let me get my glasses on to read it. Live from Newtown, Mount Kennedy. Please share .qaap. I don't know what that means. To be honest with you, but we got some Irish protesters. Ireland is our homeland. We will not be replaced. No plantations. Send them back. And I think this is about those Rwandan immigrants that were seeking refuge in Ireland. Dex, what do you think about this one? About the Irish nationals telling them to send those Rwandan immigrants back because they don't want them.
I remember this. They were taking asylum, right? They're refuge.
Yep. You got it.
I think they have the right to speak their opinion on the matter.
Yeah, Dex,
just as I did.
As our resident Ginger, tell me more about this one.
Well, I'm not Irish at all. I'm not from the nation, right? Probably descendant. I don't know.
You could fool me. You could fool me.
Right. I'm an American, so
if you started going top of the barn until you had him, I would be like, Conor McGregor.
Until you had him.
Conor McGregor, is that you?
I'm out here rocking Gucci fucking Mike.
Dex is the new Conor. He's the new fucking Conor McGregor, mate. Drink my fucking whiskey.
You cut the fucking champ's mic off. You're fucking kidding me.
I love it, man.
Nah, but
all right.
I think they have the right to voice their opinion.
Yeah,
I think, like I said, people genuinely they want to do good for other people regardless of the situation. Innocent people, that is. Seeking refuge and asylum, it's something that needs to be dealt with, I think.
Yeah.
Illegal immigration, whole different ballgame than seeking refuge and asylum. Two different things. But what it leads to potentially, I can see why they're upset because I feel like a lot of times people seek refuge and it ends up being a long-term thing. And
yeah, it's created some issues in England. It's created some issues in Europe. It's created some issues in France. It's created some issues in Australia. It's created some issues in America. I mean, it's a thing,
right?
And it's understandable why they wouldn't want to. Not that they probably. I'm pretty sure that they're not uncompassionate people, and I'm pretty sure that they understand and that those people have a problem. But it kind of reminds me, Dex, is like if I had a really bad opiate problem and I was like, Dex, you know, I'm really down and out, dog. Can I have $100 so I can buy some more drugs? What do you think?
What
That,
do you
do you think
What
that
do you need it for?
Yeah, do you think that giving me the $100 is really going to help me?
No,
So, or would
you
you?
got to fight your own battle here, Adam.
Thanks,
You
brother.
have to.
Damn.
I mean, that's the best way to win.
Yeah. So that's probably what's happening here. And then Dex, I thought this was curious to me. What do you think they mean by no plantation? Send them back. What does that mean?
Maybe
Did they have
maybe
any?
they're
Did they have any plantations in Ireland?
maybe they're just talking about no goods, no service, right? No
Or
access.
do you think that they had any like cotton plantations?
I mean, maybe.
Okay. Do you think that they had any slave operated plantations in Ireland? I don't think they did. I think that's what they're trying to say. I think they might be saying something else like what you're saying, but
I mean that's what
maybe.
I think. Plantation has been. They made that word a negative word in America, right?
Or they're just saying we don't want to have them being planted here. I'm starting to think about this a little more than I probably should. I
think they've just made plantation a very negative word for us in America, when really a plantation is just a place of crops, right? A place of growth, agriculture.
A plantation is an estate on which crops such as coffee, sugar, and tobacco are cultivated by resident labor.
Right.
So they're saying there's no crops here.
Right. Like don't give them our goods. They don't get our goods.
We don't need you to work on our crops. Go ahead, send them back. We don't need extra help around here.
I don't know if they're saying that, but if they are, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're not saying that though, man.
Well, take a look at this. Take a look at this guy's.
Irish people, bro.
Take a look at this guy's face and tell me what you think he's saying.
This is probably my cousin.
Hey, there's no plantation here. We're good. Send them back for me. Give him my warmest regards. Ah, shucks. Guess they're having a real hard time in the Rwanda. But unfortunately, we got no plantation here.
Oh man, no use for slaves over this way.
I thought this was a good one. This is a user submission by one of our Patreon members here. Me realizing that America is already people bitching about gas prices. And then me realizing that America has already been destroyed and we're all just going through the motions till the shooting starts. Get a house, have a wife, or have a husband, whatever your yum is, whatever gets you going, you know. Have a family, you know. Grow your own crops, make your own food, drink, you know, filter your fucking water, because you don't know what's coming in the water anymore.
Delete TikTok.
All right, delete your shit, delete your social medias, man. And yeah.
That's a good one. I like this one.
Well, what do you think about this? Is what you. I love the FBI agent. Yes, they are spying on you. Let me go ahead and answer that query for you.
He might as well just say yes, we are, right?
But I love the concern that the guy is concerned about whether or not China's spying on them. Meanwhile, he's got an FBI agent right up
Yeah,
his
that's what
asshole.
he should just
So
be saying.
funny.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, we
Yeah.
are. I mean, yes, they are. all together now. We're all spying on you, baby. So, it's okay when we spy on you, but not when TikTok does.
Right.
And here's the thing, they don't really give a shit, dog, because they just want to make American TikTok and get the money for it. They're going to keep TikTok around. They just want they want their piece of the pie. That's all. All right. Here we go. Let's break down this. This is a pretty good one. I thought made me horny. I mean, I was interested in. So the oh, here, let's we can't blur this out. But this influencer said women should not be objectified. If your goal in watching a show is to jack off to it, then of course you would want to see attractive women. If you're watching it for anything else, there's no need. Anyone asking for women to be more attractive in games or shows is just a porn addict, right? And this is people are reacting to the television show of Fallout, and and I believe this guy is saying he had did some AI to give the actress a bigger booty, and then he says this is what crippling porn addiction looks like. And then straight men liking women's asses as porn addiction must be one of the biggest brain takes of our generation. And then meanwhile, here we go. This influencer, by the way, does 18 plus not safe for work content.
Go figure.
Go ahead, look her up. You can find her if you're 18 or older, I don't think you need to be 18 or older to see her, safe for work content, but
yeah.
She's making money objectifying herself. What do you think about this one, Dex?
Yeah, man, it's retarded. It's a shit show. You keep telling me not to use that word. I know. I'm sorry, man. It's like I've been saying it since I was little, so it's hard. Like when I was little, it wasn't bad to say.
Bro, remember like a couple years ago when they were like, censoring people for saying gay or for calling things gay?
Yeah, like when I was little, we were running around outside saying that all the time.
Hey, that shit's gay, bro. That shit's making a comeback, man. Like, so many people are calling shit gay now and calling shit retarded. It's making a comeback.
I hope so.
I'm glad it is.
Just, yeah.
Because some things are gay. Some shit's retarded.
Yeah.
Like, I'm down for
I'm not going to say it. I want to say it so bad.
What?
I was going to say most gay shit's retarded.
Well, there you go. And some gay shit is, retarded, Doesn't mean they're talking about homosexuals being stupid, right?
Yeah. Which some are.
Some they are, but doesn't mean, But, like if you saw...
Some are really smart.
But when you see a drag queen half naked in front of a kid teaching them sexual shit in a school, I'd say that's some pretty retarded gay shit.
Yeah.
So
it qualifies.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. You shouldn't get in trouble for saying. I mean, that's just facts.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god. We got somebody in the chat. Somebody, an unknown obscure user, saying her ass wasn't big enough for Todd Howard.
The Fallout. That's
I don't know.
Bethesda
Creator?
owner, right? Is it?
Huh?
Or CEO?
Oh, is it? That's too
Might
funny.
Be.
I don't know, man. Let's I think. What do you think? We can wrap up on this one, Dex.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
You got another one?
Oh, I got this one for you, Dex.
Okay.
Here we go. I really enjoyed speaking with Joe Trilling about Apple's patent application to add biosensors to their earbuds today. She focused on some of the blah, 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 right? And it says here, earphones that monitor your emotions and brain activity are coming. Should we be worried? And this is Apple, right? Has a patent, meaning so they have a proof of concept device that works. And they don't get a patent. You only get a patent to show when you have a proof of concept that works. So if it doesn't work, you don't get the patent. So if your device does what it says it does, then you're granted the patent. So Apple has in their possession earphones that can monitor your emotions and brain activity, Dex. What do you think about that?
I don't fucking do I usually, like, music is fucking lame. So I usually don't even listen to it anyways. Like, for the most part, like music that's out there.
You don't use are you an iPhone user or no?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you have to use their headphones to make like wireless calls and stuff, or do you not do that?
No.
So you don't have their headphones? You don't have the earpods or whatever they're called? But you're not concerned the fact that they could use their headphones to see how you're feeling?
We're already screwed anyways, right? I mean, it's all right. Like, it's all right to be worried about this type of stuff, but is this really what we need to be worried about? You know what I'm saying? Who posted this? No, I don't know. Whoever this asshole is this really what we need to be worried about? Apple headphones?
Here we go. Here, you ready for this one, Dex? Here's the conspiracy theory. Here's where my brain goes with this one. You ready for it? All right. I don't think Apple is the only place that wants to see where you're at emotionally, right? Or what you're thinking about. Like, if Apple's just using it to advertise shit to you, who cares, really, right? If you're the idiot that buys shit based off of your emotions anyways, and go for it, right? But what's concerning about it is Apple, as we know, is in bed with our government. And now our government can start without telling you, they can start tracking your emotions and your thoughts. Here's the thing, they're already kind of doing that anyways with our activity on our internet, but they're just going they're getting one dick deeper into your asshole, man.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is this really what we should be? It's already so wedged deep down in there, bro. I mean, what's another little
load it up?
Yeah. What's another little?
Yeah.
Well,
here, you ready for this one, Dex? Let me skip this ad real quick here. Speaking of advertising, I don't think you ever seen this, Dex.
First off, a video. It's going to make you see the future and understand a wonderful future where we can use brainwaves to fight crime, be more productive, and find love.
You hear that? Have you ever seen the movie Minority Report, Dex?
No. I don't watch Hollywood movies.
All right, you ready for this? You ready? So, the movie was about a future society where they had these AI type creatures, right? That they called them precogs, meaning precognitive people, meaning they had the ability to foresee the future. And based off of the future they could see, they would prevent crimes from happening by arresting the person before they committed their murder or whatever.
Oh, God.
So, did you hear what this is the World Economic Forum, and they are discussing employers.
Well, I'm going to go to prison then, bro, because sometimes I'm just like, I'd like to kill this motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm just going to be real with you. Sometimes.
You ready? So
it'd be like that.
The world, as we know, the World Economic Forum, usually the shit they talk about winds up coming true later on. Okay? And here they are talking about an employer when you go to work for a big company, let's say a tech company. Let's just say a tech company, right? Like Apple. Now, if you go to work for Apple, they might make you wear those earphones all the fucking time. Now they can monitor what you're doing, right? And here's an example.
Let's roll.
Here we go.
Sensing your joy, your playlist shifts to your favorite song, sending chills up your spine as the music begins to play. You glance at the program running in the background on your computer screen and notice a now familiar sight that appears whenever you're overloaded with pleasure. Your theta brainwave activity decreasing in the temporal regions of your brain. You mentally move the cursor to the left and scroll through your brain data over the past few hours. You can see your stress levels rising as the deadline to finish your memo approached, causing a peak in your beta brainwave activity right before an alert popped up, telling you
I
to take a brain
don't
break.
care. I'm
Your mind
stressed all the
starts to
time,
wander to the
bitch.
new
Just
colleague
roll
on
with
your
it.
team, whom you
I don't need to know
you
how much
shouldn't be
stress I
dating.
got.
Bro. Now, her work is tracking. Now, she just, on here, it's saying she glanced over and she finds her new coworker attractive. And now her work can see that. So this is what our overlords are wanting, man. And there's the patent for it, right? They want you to slap this dildo in your asshole when you go to work so they can watch every fucking... You can't even... Your thoughts aren't even going to be safe anymore, bro. You're going to get fired for thinking somebody's a piece of shit now. Just for thinking it.
Well, I'm definitely getting fired. Because, I mean, this crosses my mind nearly 20 times a day.
Wait.
But then you start to worry that your boss will
Oops, my boss just noticed that I was thinking about my coworker.
notice your amorous feelings when she checks your brain activity.
This
and
is the
shift
World
your
Economic
attention
Forum,
back
dog.
to the present.
Oops, gotta get back to work.
You breathe a sigh of relief when the email she sends you later that day congratulates you on your brain metrics from the past quarter, which have earned you another performance bonus. When you arrive at work the next day, a somber cloud has fallen over the office. Along with emails, text messages, and GPS location data, the government has subpoenaed employees' brainwave data from the past year. They have compelling evidence that one of your coworkers has committed massive wire fraud. Now, they're looking for his co-conspirators. You discover they are looking for synchronized brain activity between your coworker and the people he has been working with. While you know you're innocent of any crime, you've been secretly working with him on a new startup venture. Shaking, you remove your earbuds.
What do you think? Is it a future you're ready for? You may be surprised to learn that it's a future that has already arrived. Everything in that video that you just saw is based on technology that is already here today. Artificial intelligence has enabled advances in decoding brain activity in ways that...
They're presenting this to you like they're happy. Like this is a good thing. And did you hear her when she took the stage? Like, is everybody excited and ready to go for this?
Because this is already happening.
And the whole audience was like, no. And she's like, well, great. Because guess what? We already have the technology. It's already happening. You guys ready for this shit, dude? Did you see that? Like, all right, based off of this guy's brain activity, we arrested him, Dex.
He was trying to start his own business venture.
Hey, wait. Does that look an earphone? What, an earphone that has this tech? Almost seems like what Apple's working on. An earphone that can read your... Huh. Oh, weird.
earpods that are launching later this year. These earpods, much like the video you watched
Guys,
earlier,
don't do it.
are earpods that can pick up brainwave activity and tell whether or not a person is paying
Don't
attention
bite the fruit.
or their mind is wandering.
Too late, dude. Our overlords are shoving this dick right up your ass, dog. And she goes on to say, like, oh, these are big. There's a big tech company that's going to be rolling this out for their employees to use, dude. Gee, I wonder what tech company that is. I wonder if it's gonna be fucking Apple. All right, here we go, Dex. This is a topic I think you can digest right here and just really sink your teeth into. Hidden
Nice.
structures discovered deep beneath the dark side of the moon. What do you think about this one? Can you get that? Can you?
I just want to start by saying this: how did they get to the moon? Where did they land on the moon? And what was it that landed on the moon? And where's the proof that they were on the moon?
I don't know, man.
And what the fuck is the dark side of the moon?
I've never so Dex, here's a little something for you that you may not have.
So does the moon even spin?
No, it doesn't have. It doesn't. It orbits. It does not spin. So the side of the moon that you see is the same side of the moon that you always see from anywhere on the planet. And
that's convenient.
That's why they call it the dark side of the moon, because it's always facing the sun. If that, do you know what I'm saying? Like, until it's eclipsed by the Earth.
And does it orbit the Earth, or does
Yes.
it orbit the sun?
It orbits the Earth. According to the current models in physics.
Yeah, let's not do this because I'll fucking destroy these people. You want me to pull? Here, I got an image. If you want to do it, we'll do it. We'll go to war. Take pictures. I got this. Hold on. Where's it at? Perfect. I got you. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna send it straight to you, Adam. You're gonna love this. Fuck, can I?
I think it's on a 4-week, 28-day solar cycle. That's why you have a full moon and a new moon.
Okay.
Dex, what are you looking up right now? Are you trying to flat
Dude,
earth me right now?
you.
Are you trying to flat earth me, Dex? You trying to flirt my ass, dude?
Bro, it's real, bro.
There's a lot of flat earth material that makes a lot more sense. And
there you go. I sent it to you.
there are a lot of spherical
Earth
models that make
actually
sense.
I kind of made this a little wrong. The stars are actually inside the firmament, but
All right.
that's my illustration of the world.
Where did you put it? Did you put it in the chat?
I just sent it to you in Discord.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me get this bad boy here. Okay, here we go. First things first, I notice science is gay. All right. Then we got the heavens. We got the dome, right? Called the firmament. Then we got the earth. Then we got Sheol, which is hell. And then we got the great deep. And then we got our Antarctica, which surrounds the earth. Dex, this looks like a flat earth model to me.
Well, it's not completely flat, by the way. Flat. I hate the term flat Earth, but there are four corners. I forgot to draw the four corners of the Earth too.
Dex, I forgot to, and I thought there was concentric circles that continue to go around.
Listen, I'm no fucking in-depth artist. Okay, I'm doing my best.
And then you drew this when you were 6, 10 years old.
All right, just quit. All right, just stop. You're embarrassing me. Also, I do great. I do great.
This took me like 2 or 3 hours to draw. Put this together. No, that's pretty much like a flat Earth model. Yeah, for sure. I get it, man.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That was pretty good. Yeah, that's what we're talking. So technically, nobody's been to the moon. They're full of more shit. But if you believe it, you believe it. Rock out, baby. NASA, greatest deceivers of all time. Keep rocking out. Keep paying them your fucking money.
I mean,
great job.
There's a lot of interesting stuff because I don't know if you've seen. Fuck, what was it? Was it NASA? I can't remember who it was. or if it was just our military. And it was called Operation Fishdome, I believe, right? Dex, have you heard about this?
Mm-hmm.
Operation or Fishbowl, right?
Fishbowl.
Fishbowl.
Is this where they try to blow the firmament?
Yeah, it says Operation Fishbowl was a series of high-altitude nuclear tests conducted by the United States in 1962 as part of the larger Operation Dominic nuclear test program. These tests were originally planned to be completed. And the purpose of the test was to study the effect of nuclear detonations as defensive weapons against incoming ballistic missiles. However, it was like they were going up and blowing these things up in a certain part. They couldn't get them past a certain part of our atmosphere. And they couldn't get past a certain altitude. They couldn't actually shoot them in space and blow them up.
Right.
Supposedly, as part of this. And supposedly the theory for flat earthers is that they were hitting the dome.
They were trying to blow the firmament.
They were trying to blow up the firmament. They were like, why are we blowing up nukes in, like, why do we need to test that they're going to work, like, by blowing them up in space? Right? Isn't the test that shouldn't we just shoot missiles up without having to blow them up, without having to detonate them? But maybe they wanted to see that the nuke would actually detonate at a certain altitude or something. Who knows? Or in a certain atmospheric pressure. Who knows? So that's one of the flat Earth conspiracies. Hold on. Dex, what are these? You have more than one drawing. Am I sharing these? Dex, what are these? What are these thoughts and drawings you got?
It's just my explanation of like good and evil, man.
You're looking like a maniac here. Let me see which one do you want to start with? You want me to pop one on the screen?
Well, the one that says Jew shit is probably not good, but I didn't draw these. I didn't draw these, by the way.
Wait, really?
I didn't draw these.
Okay, text. Am I sharing this right now? Let's go ahead. Dex, break this one. Give me the full breakdown of this one.
All right, yeah, ready, I got you, bro.
I'm ready.
You have up at the very top, you have the dev, the creator, right?
Okay.
The man who controls everything, right?
All right.
Yeah,
I'm following you.
That's the main God that you should be speaking to, talking to, through no religious belief, that you should be communicating and be true to the dev, right?
Gotcha.
And he's going
and how old were you when you drew this one?
I didn't draw these.
Okay. That's right. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We already established you did not. This is not something Dex put together. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then you go through these other things that people are praying to or people are going to, which are
Satan.
You have Saturn.
I see Satan up there.
It's Saturn, which is
Saturn.
like these different planets, these different Greek gods and made up gods, stuff like that that people worship.
Like Uranus is the next one.
Right. So you can see the guy to the left is a very strong, buff warrior like male.
Okay.
Right. And he goes straight to the death, All right. And you can see all these things, you can read out. I can't really see it, but you
built
can read
strong
out.
Foundation, believes in self-progress, understands nature, blessed to be in God's sin. Interesting. And then strong and cannot be mentally swayed. And then the other person that believes in other things says he believes he is God and can do anything and do what thou wilt, and weak and filled with some other word I can't read there. It's not showing up on the screen. He's filled with something else. Go ahead. What was it?
And I think he's holding like a dildo and shit like that.
Looks like a dildo, a crack pipe in his mouth, and $5 bill or something.
Yeah.
Okay, and this guy's got a goofy hat, beard, sword and shield, and some muscles.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure we're breaking this down here.
So basically, what all this drawing is saying is it's you face yourself if you base your beliefs and what you go to for fulfillment. If you go through other humans and other things rather than the dev himself, God, then you'll never be a strong-minded, embodied person.
Wait, Dex. I think you need to address these comments in the chat. We got somebody in the chat saying, first of all, he says you guys need to do a podcast where you smoke DMT. That'd be funny. And then we need to tell people my autistic son drew these drawings. And then he not only says he totally drew them, he follows up with he fucking drew them. And then he says to follow that up, to reaffirm where we're at, we're establishing where we are. You can tell because they took away his green crayon. And then he says, I was making jokes before, but has he been tested? And if there is a spectrum, he's fucking on it. And I didn't draw it. Can explain every single part of it.
I forget what was happening. But it was funny. It was funny when it was happening. I didn't draw it. It was more for humor.
I swear, guys, I didn't draw this, but I can tell you what the creator thought when he made it this. I can tell you every bit about this. I can't read this word. It's too bloody, Dex. That's...
I know what it says. I do know what it says.
You know what? Here, let me make it a little bit more difficult to read for viewers. Here, let me go ahead and zoom out real quick. Oh, fuck. Jesus. These are amazing. Dex, this is too fucking funny, bro.
That's what I do, baby. What about the other one? Wasn't there one more?
Oh, there's definitely one more. I don't know. Can we... I know you didn't draw this one. Can you break down what you think the author was thinking?
Yeah, I got you.
Can you
Can we zoom in a little bit?
Can you translate what the author was?
By the way, if you join our Patreon, like that guy, like that guy says, these digital copies, these masterpieces are for sale.
These are available for sale. If you want the encrypted original. All right.
So basically, there's two sides. There's the Holy Bible.
Yeah. And like to be clear, nobody drew these. He did not draw these. But no, go ahead, continue.
It was all a joke. Yeah, no, I didn't draw these.
These were user submissions. These were sent in by somebody else, but he has an idea of where.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's self-explanatory. I did.
Okay, we got the Bible.
Whoever did this did a great job.
Okay, so one looks like we got a dichotomy here. We got a split screen. On one side, we got the Holy Bible, with no other thing other than like it looks like it might have a gold holy aura around it, like a gold circular aura. And then on the other side, we got everything else, meaning like money, sex, and the opposite of the Bible. And I think it's called worldly. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I mean, is that what I mean, not what you were saying. Yeah. Is that what the artist was trying
like
to say?
Worldly shit, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, not you though, not you. But that's probably what the author or the artist was meaning when they drew this. And you got everything else. Worldly, opposite of the Bible, sex, holy Bible. So what do you think that this dichotomy is trying to show here?
Yeah, it's just morally like everything. Like you have two sides in the Bible as well. If you read the Bible, you have good and evil, right? You have the creator and the devil, and that's what it is, man. We're placed in this world to live through, God and in versus the devil. Like we're in this world versus the devil. That's it, he was sent to this realm, and that's everything in this realm is from him. So yeah, it's a test. It's a test to live through him and the way he would want you to live through all this crazy shit, right? And it's split sided. Yeah.
I dig it, man. I respect it.
Yeah.
Whoever, shout out to the artist here, whoever drew this. Pretty sharp guy, you know.
Yep. Don't know him personally.
Don't
but...
know him personally. But... oh man. So I think that's pretty much it. I think we can wrap up the pod on the show here. Unless you got anything else you want to hit up, Dex.
Now, one other thing. I don't know if you guys have followed the Logan Paul, George Janko beef. I wanted to cover this. George Janko is a self-proclaimed Christian who sells Christian merch, cheap Christian merch that is absolutely dog shit. Don't buy it. Jesus didn't sell merch, and he didn't make millions off of it. Birds of a feather, they flock together. George used to be Logan's best friend. They were all in it together. Don't listen to the fucking undercover ISIS agent, George Janko. He is not good like they say he is, okay? Don't do it. He has a tattoo written in some type of Muslim writing. Yeah, don't listen to him. Don't believe all the bullshit. I just wanted to cover that. Yeah.
I think you can have your religious beliefs in I think freedom of thought, freedom of speech is super duper important. I don't know, once you start acting on things that are not nice and not helpful to other people, then
and he's sponsored by Manscaped, and we're talking about somebody who has millions of followers. He's advertising Manscaped. I get it, you got to make your money, but we're talking about half-naked women talking about, oh yeah, I like my man shaved. Like, bro, it's just not a Christian look, bro. That's all he talks about is, dude, he's gaslighting. He's gaslighting. He's gaslighting. Don't do it. Don't believe in him.
Should we get should we do like a start doing some religious topics, or no? I think that's too much. Topics on religion and philosophy of that kind. Prove your religion, show us your dick. All right, hold on. Let me pull my pants down.
I'm circumcised.
He's Jewish.
Sure.
He's circumcised. He's not real. He's got the mark of the dick on him, the mark of the beast.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, George Janko, I wanted to cover that. I just wanted to talk about because
wasn't he on his podcast? Like, he was one of the co-hosts, right?
Yeah, at one point,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
And then here's the crazy part: he got sexually assaulted by the weird Asian that people think is funny, who's just a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Bobby Lee, maybe is his name. Is it Bobby Lee?
Yeah, you're talking about Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee's hilarious.
Yeah. I've never laughed when I've seen. Honestly, I'm disgusted most of the time when I see him. Right.
Okay.
But yeah. Supposedly he was like being fiddled with or something during the podcast, and then he walked out. That's when he quit Impulsive.
Wait, hold on. I kind of like mentally checked out for a sec. Can you break that down for me one more time?
Yeah, so Bobby Lee, as a joke, came on the podcast and supposedly fiddled George Janko and like pulled his pants down in front of him and wanted George Janko to smell his balls as like a funny skit, which is not fucking funny. No. I mean, it's just weird. That's what Bobby Lee does, though. He's a fucking weirdo, right?
Yeah.
And supposedly George Janko, he had an interview with Mongoloid Mike, which is Logan Paul's other co-host, and basically told him, yeah, I liked it. I thought it was funny. But then you're just making sexual assault comments like you didn't like it. So which one is it, George? You like it or you don't like it? And then he's like, well, I'm glad you're here, Mike. I wish Logan would still be my friend, and I've even DM'd Bobby Lee. why would you DM somebody who grabs your dick and then stuck his dick in your face, dog? Why would you want to message that person?
So he's backtracking on his, because it sounds like he was offended initially, right? Like it went against whatever intermoral values he had. And then now he's backtracking on that because he has a weak constitution and his convictions aren't very strong.
And he's not really a Christian.
So, interesting. All right, and then we got a couple more chats in the comments section here. Let's address these here. Because our chat is a bunch of backstabbers here. All right. How dare you let everybody know I got a dog dick? I had it surgically installed, because my human penis wasn't working anymore. So I had to get a dog penis surgically attached. But no, and then did y'all talk about the one actor all crazy now? Who actor? Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard. It's a 3-hour interview with Joe Rogan, and I'm struggling to get through it because he's saying some stuff that is really interesting, like pseudoscience stuff that I really do like. Right. And then he's also saying some shit where I'm also disagreeing with him on, and because of my knowledge of physics and science. And so I'm like, yeah, he's saying some shit without like.
Is it for relevance, or is it because he's trying to preach something?
He said something like, I came up with augmented reality, brother, and then it's like augmented reality, like VR shit has been around for a really, really long time. Shit, look at the fucking, what was that? That 3D Game Boy that they had back in like the 90s, you know what I mean? Like augmented reality stuff, and look at anyways. Yeah, it's been around for a long time.
What is he originally an actor? Is that like
he was an actor, and that's another reason why I'm like, why is this even becoming a thing? And he's very much emulating how Cat Williams walked on to the Joe Rogan podcast and how he was talking. And he was like, this is strange why this is happening. I don't know if they're trying to get, a certain community to hop on board with things. I don't know. And then Terrence Howard was on Joe Rogan, so I'm talking crazy. Ari Shaffir is the ultimate. Yeah, he is. Also, Terrence Howard tried to top Cat Williams, and it was a bad look. Yep, there you go. Yeah, you can pull that clip in personality. Try to talk to Cat Williams. Adam and Terrence's crazy isn't lining up. Oh, me and Terrence's crazy isn't lining up. I guess, man. It shows you how disconnected these celebrities are. He took the 50 he drank the Puff Daddy period blood. Maybe, man. Oh man, yeah, guys, that's another one right there, man. The fucking adrenochrome, man. That's the scary shit, bro. When the religion and the CIA psyop shit and the human trafficking shit and the alien shit all lines up with the fucking sacrifice of human blood and specifically human child blood, that's where this shit gets really demonic and really creepy and really disgusting. I sell it on the dark web. Shut the fuck up. Bro, have you seen the images of that shit where they got packaged meat and shit where it's saying like this is fresh like human meat, and specifically it's crazy, dude. They got documentation. Oh man, it's fucking creepy and crazy. This could be another topic for a whole other one. Dude, Dex, did you realize we're 3 hours deep on this fucking pod right on this show right now?
Dude, it's just because we're kicking it, man.
We're crushing it old school, man. That's the dude. But yeah, that's the creepy shit, dude. Have you? They had like a whole, supposedly like there was this lab leak of lists that like coincided and it had like names of children, how old they were, when they were slated to die, and what parts they were gonna extract from them. And all these children had similar names to children that had went missing. And this lab was got a lab that got shut down that was running and operating, and then they showed images of the product that they were actually shipping out, and it was shit like adrenochrome and fucking human organs, and saying it was fresh and straight up human meat, like straight like cut like fucking cutlets ready for you to eat. You know what I mean? Like, there's clearly, if there was no industry for this shit and no product of this shit, there wouldn't be human trafficking at all.
Right.
So there's an industry, and they were showing the prices and the dates, and it was some pretty creepy, scary shit, dude. Yeah, fresh clown meat, basically. Yeah, he drinks it for pre-workout. Bro, like, you're making a joke, but you saw that fucking, what was that? They take the fucking stem cells from the fucking, like, foreskins from the babies, and they put that shit in that fucking, what's that serum that these bitches put on their fucking face? It was on fucking play that in the background while you explain it. And what is it? Was it like the UFO conspiracy music?
The company store, the paradigm of
Oh yeah. I was hoping it would be like the fucking X-Files music, you know. I was hoping it was gonna be that.
Mice studies found that putting the blood of young mice into old mice lets the old mice live much longer.
Yeah. And showing that happens, and of course, like, why wouldn't these fucking rich people do this shit? Because that's the, you know, what is it, the
when you know you're going to hell, you want to live
elixir
longer, right?
The elixir of youth or something like that. Remember that shit, the old parable? So, yeah, man, I think there's some pretty gross shit that goes on in the world. The Illuminati. Yeah, man. That's why it's like, dude, and bro, the people that do the fucking, did I close that out already? Maybe I did. Where's that? Let's go back to the earbuds. The FBI watching your shit. Oh, I must have closed out the earbuds thing. Damn it.
Right, Jack. What's up, my man?
What's up, Jack? Welcome in. But it's kind of like that with that. With the earbud shit, it's like the World Economic Forum and looking into like the shit that they want to push out as well, and how everything that they say winds up coming true.
Amazing, dude.
Thanks, you shenanigans, for the follow. Appreciate it, brother.
I like to play.
But
Yes, sir.
stop calling me the devil and stop blaming me for shit humans did that. Hey, it sounds like you're reading off lines from the Book of Satan, Brian. What's going on here? Are you a Satan worshiper? But no, it's like these people are doing this stuff. Oh wait, who's in the chat? Oh, wait a minute. We got a live. Is that Ryjack? Ryjack? We got a face reveal?
Yes, sir.
Hey, first time face reveal. Ryjack in the house. Are you growing a mullet too? Are you getting the mullet? Let me see the fucking mullet, Ryjack.
The young Rye.
Ryjack's got a fucking mullet. I love it. What a fucking gangster. He's got an Asian mullet. I fucking love it, bro. What a pimp. It's even more mullety than mine. Bro, Ryjack, I didn't know. I wish you had shown me that earlier, bro. That's fucking lit.
Dude, how's the
flexing
going,
on?
brother?
Are you flexing on me with Gatorade too? I wish I had some Gatorade. He's straight flexing, dog.
Good.
Nice. Oh fuck.
Yeah, you see any hot baddies walking down the beach, bro?
Yes, sir. You know what I'm talking about.
Ryjack's sending pictures of him on the beach like all day, every day now. Like, yeah, I'm just living the good life, dog. Which beach is that? Where are you at again? I forgot.
I'm in Delaware.
Okay. And you go to the beach? Are you just visiting family?
It's warm out there. Like how hot? Like 80 degrees?
Yeah.
Not in the 90s or in the 90s too. Like, cause it's up north. It's a little bit colder, right? Or no?
Probably in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
That's not bad, bro. Bro, it's been getting like 90s
nice.
here in Cali, man. Sweat my fucking biscuits out in the goddamn office.
But y'all have the dry climate. We have the wet climate where I'm at, so we're like extra hot. Doesn't seem, or it's not that hot, but it seems a lot hotter.
Why did that sound like you were like getting, perverted? And We got that hot and wet climate out here in Georgia.
We do, bro. We do. It gets hot and wet out here, bro.
It's hot, wet, and steamy, if you know what I'm saying. Dex, are you fucking risen Ryjack up right now? Are you trying to hit him up, bro?
Risen?
Yeah, you risen him up, bro?
Nah, bro, but my boy Ryjack looking like a big pimp over there.
Bro, I'm digging the mullet, dude. It's the fucking greatest thing. Love it, dude.
My
Yes,
cameras
sir.
are close.
What's that? Your camera's
My
close?
cameras. Yeah.
Bro, my camera's not. Hold on. How close?
Dude,
how close can we get
hey
it?
guys, don't tell me you've scooped a boardwalk woman, bro. A boardwalk lady.
A boardwalk from Coney Island, dude?
Like one of those late nights, leaving the bar. Let's hit the boardwalk.
Don't let
She's like half
Brian.
drunk.
Don't let Brian fool you, bro. He's a Coney Island corn dog, dude. He's a fucking. It's
I don't
how
think my
met your
mother's
mother.
ever been
Shut
up
up,
north,
bro.
bro.
Hey, bro. Have you? Hold on, wait a minute, Dex. Have you gone to Atlantic City and done some gambling?
I don't think so. Wait, where is Atlantic City? I don't think so.
Isn't that in fucking Atlanta, Georgia?
No.
Where's
I've only
Atlantic City?
been. No, you're not allowed to gamble here.
Where am I?
I've only
of?
been
Well, I
to
thought Atlanta has fucking like casinos and shit in Atlanta.
No. No, there's no gambling in Atlanta.
Are you full? I think you're full of shit, bro.
I swear it's illegal. There's only like small slot machines in like gas stations
Hold on,
and
I'm
stuff.
looking this up.
You're seriously, you're not allowed. I'm telling you, there's no casinos in Georgia at all. You can, I think you go to a
Oh, I'm
port
thinking
in
of New
Savannah.
Jersey, Atlantic City. Yeah. So he went to. Okay, yeah. That's what he was saying, right, Jake? He's inviting you to go to Atlantic City, do some gambling, and get some hookers with him. You know, it's really gonna take you on the Tour de France. It's really gonna show you around, show you a good time.
Yeah, that's probably is the
Do
case,
some
there, guys.
hookers and blow, you know, in Atlantic City. I was mixing up Atlanta City with Atlantic City. My bad. There are casinos. There are casinos in Georgia. Yeah.
No, there's not.
There's casinos everywhere, bro.
Not legally. No way.
Oh, you gotta do the secret back door. Okay, they have a fucking anti-casino gambling laws out in Georgia.
Yeah.
Are you giving us a? Is this your hotel, or are you staying with family, or what are you doing?
Bro, this is my man's beach house, bro.
Huh?
My grandparents are in the south.
Oh shit. Okay.
Bro, it's like 9:00. What are you doing in your room, bro? This is the time to be getting the bad biddies.
Yeah, but dude, aren't you supposed to be gambling right now? Aren't you supposed to be out gaming? Real life gaming? If he shows us his grandparents, that'd be hilarious.
No, they're not here.
Oh shit, he's the man of the house then, huh? Do you have any ghosts there? I feel like we're going on a ghost tour. So this is the haunted room. This is where the ghost of fucking
Oh
shit, what's this? We're getting the full blown tour. Normally this is for Patreon users. Dude, you're right. Are you on the beach?
he's on the beach.
Yeah.
Dunes, but
Are you fucking kidding me, dog? That's fucking cool as fuck. You're on the beach.
Yeah.
Bro, are your fucking grandparents wealthy? What the fuck's going on here, dog? You usually gotta pay a lot of money in America to be living on the beach like that.
did they rent it out?
Yeah.
It's like a beautiful.
It's a 4-story.
Nice. It's like kind of like a townhome, huh?
Brian wants to know if it's nice. Is it nice in Rehoboth Beach? Do you know what Rehoboth Beach is, Jack?
Oh, no.
No, he says no. You owe me $100 for that bet, Brian. You were wrong. Bet accepted now that I know who the winner is. He's a liar. No, he's not, bro. Bro, oh, that's awesome. Shit, man. Now we're just having a good time. What do you think? Should we just wrap it up here on the
Yeah,
on the
we
pod?
wrap it up.
All right, none of this.
Yeah.
This is all going on Patreon. You guys are gonna have to pay $5,000 to be able to see this exclusive content. But do give us here. Let me fucking show you guys our YouTube because it seems like none of you a-holes wind up. We only got 2 subscribers on our YouTube, even though we got plenty of you guys in on our YouTube, like or on our Twitch stream, right? So I'm gonna snip this fucking YouTube channel for you a-holes. And I want you guys to go and I want you to subscribe. I'm forcing you. No, don't force it, but please, I'm begging. Now I'm looking more pathetic. I went from forcing to begging you guys to check out our YouTube channel. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Please give it a gander. Please give it a look. I gotta go back to the. Here we go. Here I am, posting our YouTube channel in the chat. Please go there, give us a subscribe, because that is where you can go back and watch the old pods or all the old episodes. Because Twitch only keeps the live stream up for only a couple weeks or something like that, and then it deletes it automatically. I think it's like 90 days. It's like 3 months, and then or something like 60 days. I can't remember. And then, but on YouTube, that's where all of our videos get uploaded to, so you can go back and watch our old podcast videos. And if you guys want, you can make some clips. We can put them up as shorts. That'd be hilarious. I'd really appreciate it. We can get funny clips like this.
Yep.
Ride Jack showing his toes to everybody. It looks like he's there. It is. You know, that's
you can
content
get better
right there.
close-ups, different angles on our Patreon.
There it is. He'll send you pictures of his feet for, custom ones if you give him $5. That's also on our Patreon. Can I get a picture of you stepping in a piece of cake or something? If you're into that, he'll do it. $5. But all that exclusive content. But no, please go to our YouTube, give us a subscribe, watch the episodes on there. We need to put some shorts out though. Some YouTube shorts are eventually we'll get there. We've been saying it for like 10 episodes now, but eventually we're gonna do it. Oh god, I think I named this episode wrong too. It should be episode 8. This isn't episode
8.
7. My bad, guys. I left that on the wrong one, but
they don't mind.
Oh, hold on. We got a first time chat from Shenanigans. Where's my dog? I don't know. I ate it. Dex has your dog. You need to send him $500 to the Patreon if you want to see Snowball again. You will donate to Atom&Dex all kill shelter. We don't take him in and find him homes. This is kill only, bro. You bring him here, we euthanize him. That's it. Ethically, humanely, and we do, and we burn them and sacrifice them to God. Anyways, all right, everybody, that's officially it. We're calling it a quit skis here, and then please join us next week. Thank you, Ride Jack, for making the special guest appearance.
Yeah, that was sick.
That was really funny.
He got a DS.
Oh,
is that
shit.
not DS? He
got
a
Switch?
Switch.
A little Switch? All right.
Yeah.
We still need, we got one guy at the end. He wants to end the podcast by saying, Hail Satan. That's Brian.
Oh my God. Get him out of here.
Ban this man. That's an insta ban.
Nah, we're all for religious freedom.
even though it is to Miroslav Satan. All right, we still need that outro though, Dex. You still didn't give us the sweet outro yet. We're still working on that. But I'm going to end it right here, right now, on the intro to the outro. Catch y'all next week.
Warning. The Atom&Dex show contains adult language, adult content, psychological mayhem. Listener discretion is advised. And now, the internet's most bannable podcast, The Atom&Dex Show.